Well, hot dog. It is Tuesday, and guess what?
What?
It's Topless Toy Talk.
Yay!
And
And
we are your unconventional convention recap podcast for the Cybertronian era. And I'm your host.
and I'm your better host, and we are happy that you're here tonight.
I should have had my graphic up so I could have put it over your face.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
You know,
I almost thought for like a hot sec that because you were pausing so dramatically between each word, how funny would it be if I just like repeated every word you said and see how long that would go for
that
a
would have
while?
been good. We gotta do that.
That would have been good.
I think we're on
I love
episode
nothing more than to try and say that, and then
42.
Yes.
And today is June 2nd, 2026.
Yeah.
Tuesday, the day after my mom's birthday, which I still remember that, even though I haven't talked to my mom in like 15 years.
We're not going to start off with you are being a downer. We are talking about Des Moines Con. You shut your
like
mouth.
to talk about trauma.
I know. Okay. Anyway, I'm really excited to talk about Des Moines Con. I had
Are
a great time. We got to see so many people that have been on this podcast.
Would it be more dramatic if I just did a whole thing like this?
In real life, and it was real cool. It was a good time.
Yeah. It's probably the best Des Moines Con that I think we've been to.
Yes.
Not,
it's definitely
not because,
the one where we purchased the most stuff. Let me get you. Let's not mince words here.
And let me tell you why. It's because somebody put you on to the idea of a art book or portfolio book, or
I need to go back to that person and be like, listen here.
And so now Sarah's unhinged with buying art prints because it's like, well, we don't have to worry about having wall space for it when we can just put them in these books that we have.
It's true. That's true. I'm not confined. I need to have structures, otherwise things get a little wild. But it was great.
Yeah,
I had a great time.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
We got to harass a lot of people. We got to meet a lot of new people.
10 of 10 would definitely do it again.
Yes, and we'll be there. We'll be there in 2027. Before we get to like down the rabbit hole here of all of our recap
rabbit holes.
Yeah. Who do we have in the chat?
We have a few people. We have a few people that have joined us.
Ready? Set.
1, 2, 8, 10.
Somebody
16 minutes early.
Man, I mean, I feel like you were an hour early, so technically you're late because you're like an hour off. So
that's true. Do better.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed in you. I'm looking deep into your eyes right now. Get it together.
And then
we have the infamous
Bubby. Hey, Bubby. We did. So we made you, we sent you a little care package for your birthday. And one of the things we did for the Des Moines Con is, I made a whole bunch of friendship bracelets. I'm actually not sure how many I handed out. I probably should have done a count here, but they were like, I had them on my arms and then I was just letting people choose or hand them out. So, the reason I'm bringing that up is because we sent Webby a friendship bracelet.
We did
for his birthday.
Also, happy late birthday.
Yes.
I mean, we
it's
said
a
happy,
rolling birthday.
I think we might have said like early birthday or mentioned it, and then we said on birthday.
Yeah.
And then we sang some for your birthday, and now we're saying it again. So
yes.
I do rolling birthdays, so it's like my birthday starts 2 weeks before my birthday and ends 2 weeks after my birthday.
So it just keeps going.
I just feel everybody should be entitled to a rolling 2-week birthday.
Absolutely. And we have Stormfire Blizzards. Hello. Oh yeah.
Stormfire sent me something the other day. It was like some song lyrics or something, and I think it was in the middle of Des Moines Con or Monday.
Monday was
and
rough.
I haven't had a chance to fully look at it yet, but it seemed pretty cool.
But we still need to do that sound effect someday.
I'm not sure how we do the sound effects. I think I can add sound effects. But
this is a podcast all about being easily distracted.
Yeah, I can add sound effects.
Yeah, well, make a sound effect.
But then
Stormfire sound effect.
Yeah, but then I'd have to go like from the chat to this and that. It'd be possible.
It would be.
I don't know how to make sound effects.
I believe in you.
I've never made sound effects. I need to collaborate with somebody who makes sound effects so I can be like, hey, make some sound effects.
And we have Shaggy.
Hello. How's it going?
You are the viewer.
Thanks for being here with us.
Yes. And we have former guest and someone that we met in real life with his shirt off twice. Like we have seen this person, Austin, with his shirt off on this podcast. and then a second time in real life.
You know what I just now thought about? What we should have done is also taken our shirts off when he took his shirt off. It would have been like a small reunion party. All my good ideas come like 3 days too late.
It does. I think it would have been better for you. I just need to figure out how to dress more appropriately if that's going to be a thing.
I don't know, like whatever. let your freak flag fly. Freak flag fly. It was 18 plus.
Do you even know how to talk?
No, I can't. I struggle. It's like for whatever reason, 7 o'clock comes around. I'm like,
yeah.
Anyway.
But the difference is when we're in real life, we normally have $2 bills, and that becomes a thing.
Yeah, we will cover that here shortly.
We will.
About I don't even know how many $2 bills.
It's hard to say.
Should have had more. Should have had more.
Rob is, though, generally a disappointed person. I am very easy to please. I am somebody who's like, oh, like, it's great, whatever. This one here, not impressed, always disappointed.
I keep thinking about doing like a video series or something that's just called like Rob's Not Impressed.
Yeah.
Because there is actually very little that impresses me.
Yes. You are
like things that people are like over the top ecstatic about. I'm just like, that's okay. But also the smallest things really impress me, like this little blueberry. We'll talk about this here, at some point. So like it's kind of how it is. They're like, Omega Supreme over here, like HasLab, Omega Supreme. Everybody is super excited about him, thinks he's great, and I'm just like, he sucks because he's got a dick base that sits next to him and it takes up too much space. I'm like, all those extra parts should combine onto him to be worthwhile.
We're not gonna go down the Omega Supreme train, which I still feel like sounds.
What's gonna happen is
sounds like a pizza.
Go in the trash,
and
a pizza. Leo Kaiser's gonna go in his place.
Austin says shirts off in solidarity. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Next Dylan's drink and draw.
All I'm saying is
it really was the highlight.
We could start something. We started Chance.
Yeah, we did. Austin.
In all fairness, like Dave, we did start the chant with Dave. Dave got the chant first,
and now
then I'm like, the chant's so good, it's gonna more people need chants, and so
yes.
Also, speaking of Austin L. Hamblin, he has a comic that is up for pre-order coming out. I can't remember the exact name of the place in which you can pre-order it from to get a signed copy. But feel free to put that link in the chat. Otherwise, I'll dig it up here shortly.
Yeah.
Big Gun Stupid Rednecks. I've read the first chapter, and it's very funny. So
and
grab it. Oh, and he also has a Kickstarter, which is not as funny, I don't think.
Yeah, it was about hospice, which I like that. That's great.
You said that's been funded, right?
That has been funded. So yay, Austin.
Congrats.
Starfighter
Comics.
Do it.
There you go.
And then we have somebody else we met in real life at the Des Moines Con, Splenia Studios. I'm so proud of myself. I think I said that right. And if I did, that's great. If I didn't, no one will know.
In my mind, it's associated with the word Splenda.
I don't.
Isn't that the sugar? Or is that a real?
Splenda is the fake sugar.
Yeah. And so I'm like, Splenda Studios.
No. And it's a Splenia.
Well, yeah, but that's what I made the because he was a real sweet guy, like the show, so.
And he did have some sweet art. So
he did have some sweet art,
which at some point when we're done with introductions here of whatever, we will get there. Yes, because we bought too much stuff. But
so just get Transformer bathing suit, some different.
Oh, that's an idea. Yes, I did see someone very creatively. They wore one of those like green suits.
Like the morph suits.
The morph suits. That was very funny.
Yeah,
they're pretending like they were showing off a bathing suit.
Logos on the bikini top. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
All right. Well, we'll contemplate it.
Actually, and
after I lose like some weight,
what I would probably I know like so normally like in the wintertime like
this is not a great time.
And then
by like August we've lost all the winter weight and we're good to go.
No, it's normally by May and it just does not happen. What happened is we
turned 40.
We got fucking old.
I know. It goes down.
But I was thinking like if we do something like that, what I'm just gonna come out with is tassels.
Yes, like you should. We should have like pasties. That'd be good for you.
But with the tassels.
Yeah.
And then the whole time I have to learn how to tassel them so they spin in circles.
I don't think I would have that ability. So while we were at I almost said TF Con, Des Moines Con. I know I keep talking about that. is so some of our past guests that we saw while we were there was Andrew Heath. We got him to sign the latest version of Burger Battle, the Burger Battle Shakeup. Fantastic game. If you've not purchased that, it was so good.
Do you want me to put your notes up here?
Yeah,
so
I do, because you were just doing other stuff, so I gave up. Andrew Heath, so we saw Andrew Heath. We have Dave Wheeler. Dave was great. We did a Dave chant at his panel. Fantastic. We had dinner with him 2 nights. Pizza 3 nights maybe.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And T Honda Travis Bentley was there. Dylan Jacobson, Ben Penrod, Chris Fink, Adam Hoppus, and Austin Allen Hamblin, who is also in the chat. So that is a lot of former guests that we got to see in real life. But again, only Austin was the one that we got to see in real life with his shirt off. So I think the rest of the guests, you really need to up your game.
So this is where I still think like we should try to figure out how to do like a Topless Toy Talk panel, and then like make all of like our past guests that are vendors or whatever, right, at the convention, come to the panel and take their shirts off.
And then they just have their like favorite work of art in front of them potentially.
Oh, that would be good too.
Yeah. That was a good time.
Could be like, hey, Ben, what we're gonna need are like some stadium seating, like something, right? I don't know, just something real stupid.
So what was cool though? So we went into this. We knew a bunch of people, which I don't know that we, other than Dave, we've ever known somebody else. Like when we've gone to a con.
This is actually a good idea.
It could work.
This is not a bad idea at all.
Yeah,
it's like we have box, the right ones. We cut a little boob hole in the back for me, and then we just take like some strappies and like around the back.
Out of control. Totally out of control.
That's what I'm saying. Is like we just got to put it out there, and the internet will provide.
The internet,
like the
internet will tell us what we need. But so we knew people coming in, which was great.
Yeah.
We got to hang out. But we also really wanted to meet new friends, right? And so we were bantering around back and forth, like, how can we meet new people? How can we engage with them? How can we also get some good video content? Like, how can we get random strangers to talk to us, and like do that? So we were thinking, okay, how do we get on our best? Our best is when we have some sort of costume.
That's my best.
That is your best. Your best is headbands. Headbands really help. And so we were trying to think, could we? Well, costumes are good too.
Costumes are good. Headbands are basically just like a low-key costume.
So we went down the path of seeing, could we get some like headbands that had like the little wobbles on the top, and we swap out the wobbles with like our logos. And then, that didn't seem to really, we couldn't quite figure that out. And then this one found on Amazon, these headbands that are like thought bubbles, and they are they'll like whiteboards.
It's like a dry erase thought bubble.
And so it was perfect, right? So then we were like, okay, well, what do we want to write on these? So because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the voice actors were there.
We're starting with the turtle thing.
We are. We're gonna start with the turtle one, just a little bit. So we had turtle on one, and that was Rob's. And I'll pause on that. But then mine, we kept trying to figure something out because nobody actually wanted to talk about anything other than turtles.
What we found out is when you go to a convention with a lot of neurodivergent people, they go to a completely separate place.
Yes, but I want to talk about the ones on my headbands first.
Then I want to talk about how I'm just like, you're one of those people.
I am. So on mine, while we knock stuff over.
That's you. Other. Calm down. Just
so we had on mine, like, what is your favorite anime? I'm gonna punch you. We also asked like DC or Marvel, and we asked favorite thing about Des Moines Con. I'll tell you, nobody wanted to talk about those things. And when they did talk about the anime, the only thing that they agreed on was One Piece is their favorite anime, but don't watch it if you haven't started.
Yeah, it was like every other person. They brought up their favorite anime was One Piece, but don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
I was like, well, that's not very encouraging. I'm like, I wonder how like the creators of One Piece feel if they're just like
nobody.
Yeah, like they're like the fans like it, but they don't want any new people to join the like train
because it's too long. DC and Marvel, again, nobody cared about it, but the consensus was Marvel live action and DC animated. That's the breakdown there. And really, the favorite thing about Des Moines Con, like, which is really actually nobody participated in that question at all. So we had a handful of folks. There wasn't anything.
We didn't actually try to solicit people very much, though. Like, I feel like lessons learned from headbands next time is to make deep eye contact with people. Because
uncomfortable levels of
we
eye
did
contact.
have a lot of people that just shouted stuff out, such as our new friend from Asplenda Studios.
Asplenda Studios. This was, and it was in reference to the turtles. So he shouted out for it because the headband was, "What is your favorite turtle?" And we went into this again with it being the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle voice actors. So we just assumed everyone was going to shout TMNT names at us,
because
right?
like the badges had were several of them were like turtle themed, right? And so to me, I just assumed, okay, what is your favorite turtle? And I thought that was probably the most punctual way to put it on the limited space we have, because I thought, like, what, like, if we said, like, what is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? I guess we could have said like Ninja Turtle. That probably would have still fit in there. But I thought just like your favorite turtle would have been enough to trigger. And we were wrong. Dead wrong.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not people's favorite turtle. Doesn't even come up, even when we're at a Comic-Con.
Should we bring up our little graphic?
We're going to bring up a graphic that you all are going to judge harshly, but it is what it is.
We did some very scientific research. Actually, we'll show this first.
Yeah, we'll show that, and you can all laugh at my misspellings. And I didn't anticipate going down these like rabbit holes with this, but because otherwise I would have organized it better. I just thought we were going to have like.
Yeah, I was like, this would be easy to keep track of, like where we can just have like 4 names and do tally marks. Well, it devolved very quickly. Actually, I think it was halfway through Friday before we had anybody that actually said a Ninja Turtle.
Yes.
So I was like, what is going on here? This is the most wildest thing. So
here's a graphic of our results.
So we made this. So we tallied up all these things, and I clearly can't read this from that far away because it went in weird shape. But in terms of like the Ninja Turtles themselves, like it ended up being tied between Leonardo and Donatello, which I thought was interesting because they didn't actually get a lot of what.
No,
are those wrong tallies?
These are all wrong tallies.
Do they wrong?
They're wrong tallies, like hard wrong tallies. Like, can we please go back to mine?
Oh, I broke it again. Hold on.
Yeah, Donatello definitely was the least favorite. So
why is this?
Yeah, can we just go back to mine?
Just calm it down. Give me a second. Let me get
all the numbers are wrong.
Let me get there. Just shut your mouth.
This is the problem with
Oh, they're off. Okay.
Yeah, they're way wrong.
So our numbers are wrong, but we're gonna read them from this. So Raphael had 10 votes, Michelangelo had 10 votes, Donatello had 6 votes, and Leonardo had 6 votes. Yeah. So for the longest time, people were talking about how like Donatello and Leonardo were the best turtles, but specifically Donatello because he was so smart and everything. And basically people said that as children, their favorite was Raphael, but then as they grew up, they realized he was just an a-hole, and that the real best turtle was Donatello because without his gadgets and everything, there would be no turtles. And I'm just like, okay, I still think Raphael is the best turtle because 1, red, my favorite color is red. 2, his name starts with an R, which my name starts with an R.
So that literally has nothing
the voice
to do
actor
with
of the cartoon, his name is Rob, and my name is Rob. And Raphael is kind of a dick, and I'm also kind of a dick. And so, like, we're very similar in all the ways, with the exception of I'm not a turtle.
Well, not yet. There's still time.
But anyway, so like as we went on with it, more and more people started voting for Raphael, and actually, I was very surprised that he came up like tied with Michelangelo. So
yeah, that was
it seems like
unexpected.
It's basically like the a-hole, and then like the really silly dude, like are the 2 favorite turtles.
I appreciate to know that that's how they look.
I know that looks about right. It's like as people shout things out, scribbling them down.
But again, that's not where people started. People started by talking about different types of turtles. They wanted to show pet turtles. We talked to some guy, I shouldn't say guy. He was a young man. He was, I don't know.
I think the rest of these might be correct.
Those could be correct. Just definitely the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are not correct.
Yeah.
But we probably spent 20 minutes with him telling us about how his dad adopted a turtle from the zoo. And it was at least 75 years old, and it had its own, like, it roamed around outside except in the winter, and then it had its own room room in the house during the winter to stay warm. I mean, it
pees
wild.
Like gallons of water.
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about, cleaning up after a turtle, but I guess it's a situation.
Yeah. My favorite response that we got, though, was this younger lady that ran up to us.
Yes.
And was like, "You want to know my favorite turtle?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "It's the one that makes the funny sound when it's humping a towel."
And so
then she immediately ran off. And I was like, "That's interesting."
I don't even know what that's about.
That you saw us from such a distance, in which you had to run up to two people to be like, "My favorite turtle is the one that makes a funny sound when it's humping a towel." I'm like, "You're my type of person." Yeah. Like, I wish you would have stayed around because I had so many more questions for you.
Just ran up. There were quite a few people that talked about other, though, cartoon turtles. There was, of course, the Finding Nemo, the old turtle. Nobody cared about the young turtle. They just cared about the old one, Crush. Kung Fu Panda. I've not seen Kung Fu Panda. Judge me, whatever. I forget. I definitely did not spell that right.
No.
Franklin the Turtle. That was another popular one.
Oh, we were scribbling on the go. It's fine.
Yeah. Snap. Yeah. So
what is this one? Is this Leonardo?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't put all four of the.
Well, Leonardo didn't come up until the end. Look at how far down he came.
I see where you
Nobody voted. Nobody voted for that. So that's where we ended up. It was,
this is the one I still know how to pronounce. It was the African. No, not that one.
Yeah.
Spirit
colada. I don't know.
Colado or something.
I can't.
That was the one that showed us, like, they pulled up a photo. It was like this giant, like,
pet
turtle, and I was like, man, like.
So if you're ever trying to do like an icebreaker game, you should probably just ask people their favorite turtles, because everyone has an opinion on favorite turtles.
Literally, everybody has.
Everyone has an opinion on turtles, and I just never would have expected these sorts of results.
Yeah, I was highly surprised. I kind of wish we would have found a way to, like, solicit it a little bit more. Because we were kind of busy, like, talking to people and doing things, and I think we could have got more responses otherwise. What else we had? So sea turtles, painted turtles, red-eared slider, and snapping turtles, they all had 2 votes. One response. We had a box turtle, alligator, snapping turtle, leatherback turtle, spring lake snapping turtle, a chocolate turtle.
Yeah,
somebody said chocolate turtle.
And an exploding turtle? I don't know what an exploding turtle is.
Or it was Kylie's turtle.
No, it was Riley's
turtle. Riley's turtle. Yeah. Is that a species?
It is a species.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So, it was weird. Fanboy Prime. Was anyone a fan of turtle heads poking out?
I don't know about this.
Nobody brought that up.
No, surprisingly. Stormfire said, I had pet turtles. Michelangelo, because I wanted to be the cool party dude, but as I got older, Embrace Toy really was more of a Donatello.
There you go. Yeah. There's another, right there, another Donatello.
I had pet turtles, 75-gallon tank. I can tell you, keeping the tank in the water clean's a massive chore. Just get a dog instead. I never would have guessed. Yeah. In my mind, a turtle should have been a much easier to take care of pet.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man.
Wild stuff.
I don't know anything about turtles, so couldn't tell you.
So
I know a little bit about Ninja Turtles, but I don't know much about other turtles besides they're green and they have shells.
So that was our survey of just like random people walking around, very, very scientific from that standpoint.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It was very well received, I think, and it was a very kind of fun thing to do, to just like get random engagement from people, like passively, right, without having to like be weird and approach people, because I think it allowed people that wanted to engage to be able to just engage.
Right. It made us more approachable.
Yeah. Because there was another person that we ran into, and this was kind of funny. They ran one of the Firefly panels. It was a trivia panel.
Oh,
and
she was so sweet.
Yeah, and this lady was really cool. Oh, where did my little Lego go? It's still in your car.
Yeah, and
you never took it out.
No.
And so she actually went around the convention, I think all 3 days. And
she had like a Firefly, like a wagon
that looked like the Serenity of the ship. Yeah. And she was going around asking people if they wanted a trinket, and she was just giving out trinkets to everybody. But you had to do trivia or tell her a fun fact that she liked. Which I thought was
I know
funny.
where you're going with this story.
Which I don't know where I'm going with
my fun fact.
That's not where I was going.
Okay.
But that's where we're going now. And so what I thought was funny about it was that it had to be a fun fact that she liked. So like it could, like, you could actually have a good fact or like a fun fact or whatever, right? But if she was just like, "No, that sucks," like, not for you, like, like no trinket for you, try again type of thing. And I'm like, how many people did she like be like, you got to come up with another fun fact like in order to get a trinket, because I don't like that one. I just thought that was very funny. But Sarah's fun fact, she went down a very spirally train on this.
Anyone who's turned into the show before should know that this was that was inevitable to happen. That my fun fact would be.
And she talked to this random young lady that was an adult of some sort, but definitely
I did confirm she looked young. I was like, "You're not a child. Let me see your badge."
About cults for like 45 minutes. Sarah interrupted this lady twice. Like, she was like, "Oh, hey, here's something I want to tell you," and she's like, "Wait, hold on, I got more cult facts to give you."
Okay, my cult fact, the one she got really excited about was the Oneida Silverware Company. You all probably have Oneida silverware. It's very affordable. They sell it everywhere, Walmart, what have you. That's a cult. It started out as a cult in upstate New York.
What was the cult? I don't even know what that means.
Well, as in most cults, they start in a group setting. They have the best of intentions where we're all going to share everything.
But like, what was the cult aspect?
Well, the cult aspect was they weren't allowed to raise their children. And then, like most cults, it turned into like a group sex thing. Like, it always breaks down like that. Every single cult is like, no, it's totally real. Okay, it's in my favorite book, Utopian Drive, that I have upstairs. That is my favorite book.
You talk about this. I'm gonna do a quick Google search.
So then we start talking about Jonestown, because that's my other favorite cult to talk about, because Jim Jones actually was like a very progressive person that was like fighting for civil rights, and then he had them all drink the Kool-Aid down in Guyana. It is wild. People start off, what you feel like.
Yeah, and she's telling this person, be like, yeah, like, and then like,
you can hear the whole audio.
The people, yeah, you can hear all the audio on YouTube if you really want to go listen to this very horrific thing. He's like, oh, and then the government or police or whoever you're saying came in, and they're walking through the fog and we're tripping over things and didn't know what it was, and then all of a sudden they realized it was a bunch of dead bodies. Well, and I'm like, you're just like telling other people this stuff. I'm like, man, like, and you're like, man, you're real out there, Sarah. It's true. She asked me my fun fact. I have lots of fun facts that are all very morbid. So that was fun, but we will turn it back to the question though of like our headbands. So that's actually how we also met a lot of vendors. So like we did some interviews with the people that we knew. Like our new friend, Esplendia Studios.
But Esplendia Studios like shouted favorite turtle, and we're like, hey bro, like, you want to do an interview? And it actually was kind of fun. So we will be dropping some different vendor videos that we did over the course. What do we do? Like,
so here's 10, a fun 11? Fact about this Oneida Silverware cult, which is actually a thing. So you weren't lying to me about it. I'm not
lying. I told you the silverware people it's a cult.
They had a complex marriage rule. So monogamy was forbidden, as it was viewed as a selfish hoarding of love.
I told you that's how it works for every single time.
Consensual partner swapping was heavily encouraged. So
yes.
All I'm saying is
every time you use your silverware, you should think about that.
All you should think about is, don't hoard your love, spread it around,
and also don't hoard your silverware. The Oneida cult would not like that.
Like, I think we should just go spread our love.
No, absolutely not. So, and we also got press passes, which I don't know why anybody would give us press passes. Like, we're a bunch of ding dongs here, but we had a great time showing off our press pass, and I will never let go of that.
Read what Fanboy says.
Oh, I watched a documentary about Chernobyl, and it was said
also real quick.
Yeah.
Slow the.
I know.
Why are you
I'm amped
talking
up.
so
Well, it's
fast?
because we started talking about cults. And I got super excited.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary about Chernobyl, and it was said that the scalpers would go in and take irradiated metal and sell it, which would then make its way into products that were sold worldwide.
Oh, that sounds about right.
That sounds correct. Yeah.
Well, not.
Funner fact, it wasn't. I did know that. Yes, it wasn't Kool-Aid. It was Flavor Aid. But yeah, and Kool-Aid's been battling against that via. Yeah, I would agree. I know that.
Yeah, leave it to Kool-Aid to fight that battle. Actually, I'd own it. I'd be like, "Yep, we were the ones."
Yep.
Be like, "Come drink our drink. It's tasty." It was so tasty. The cult leader killed a bunch of people with it. I'd heavily lean into it. Heavily.
Oh.
So while we're talking, maybe I should just bring up some pictures that we took, and maybe that'll help ground you a little bit.
Maybe. We didn't take as many pictures. Normally we take so many more pictures. And instead we took
because
pictures.
we were interviewing people and taking videos.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with, this is like a little bit of pre-party here, where we had a couple of shirts made with our new logos that we got. We had one that's Corrupted Collectibles. That looks real pink for some reason. And then Topless Toy Talk. I think we are going to move forward and like get some like screen printed, because these turned out pretty good. I wanted to see what they looked like on shirts. Why does that look so pink there?
I don't know.
On shirts before we did all the screen printy stuff, like got fancy, but we found a local business that does printing of all different sorts, and so probably gonna get back in contact with them, and because they hammered this out in 2 days. Like they do. Okay, so here's a fun fact that I didn't think about until I was writing a review for these guys.
Oh, you wrote a review?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
because
good.
they're like, I'll send you a swag bag if or some like swag, like a swag box if you leave us a review on Google. And I was like,
nice.
fuck yeah, free shit. Anybody that's like, hey, I'll send you something if you leave me a review. Like I'm not. It's not. I mean, if they have a shit product, they're gonna get a shit review. But like, if they're like, I'll give you stuff. But no, these guys are really cool. They're real quick. Like we called them and we're like, hey. So
I love that you're going to talk about this company that you definitely
7 Central.
Oh yeah, but all spelled out.
No, the number 8, then the number 7, and then the word Central.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. But
on their sign, it's spelled out 8-7 Central. It's all words.
Well, it's the numbers and some things and spelled in other things. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, they're local. I don't know if it probably doesn't mean anything to anybody not here, but like they were pretty cool because like we called them, and we were working with another place, and they're like, yeah, we like ship out our our fabric thing that's not screen printing, and so they gave us a couple recommendations, and like we called these guys and they're like, oh yeah, we can like hammer this out for you.
Okay, I'm gonna reel you in. So at some point we will
let me tell my story.
It's so boring.
I don't care. You told your boring ass story about the silverware. And so anyway, they hammered out some shirts for us in like 2 days, and I was surprised because I was like, there's no way they're like, we're gonna get somebody to do this for us. But the thing that registered today that I thought was funny is they called these types of shirts, that are not screen printing ones, the direct to fabric printing, right? Which is DTF. And so when I was writing a review, I kept writing DTF in this review, and about the 3rd time, I was like, wait a minute, this review is about ready to turn sideways. And I had to reel myself back in to not write a review about how this company was DTF the whole time. And so I actually circled myself back around to the appropriateness. I did leave the words DTF in there, but it was direct to fabric words, right?
Wow.
And
okay, so this story to get better, you just took a little bit to get the punchline.
Well, right, because I had to explain the background. And so so we got a couple DTF shirts here, and let me tell you, they are DTF. But yeah,
it will definitely get you laid. I'm just saying,
yeah.
It's our guarantee. You buy this shirt, it'll happen.
Like it's going in one thing or another, or or you're receiving one thing or another, whatever. I don't know.
Wow.
Welcome to Topless Toy Talk, episode 42. We are your receiving and giving podcast of the Cybertrend era.
100%. All right. So we had these 2 different T-shirt designs.
But no, I think we'll work with them and get some like screen printed ones that are good quality and do some stuff like
There's
that.
some pretty great comments here in the chat that I feel like we need to look at really quick.
Okay, yeah.
Which is Flavor Aid, the beverage people are trying to drink.
Ooh, that's
so
good marketing.
Good. Followed by Flavor Aid, so tasty you'll only drink one. Yes, and you are welcome.
Oh yeah, you got it. Good.
Yes.
Good.
Which we may want to flip over. Do you want to flip over really quick?
No, we should continue to read our freaking comments.
All right.
I have to make this. I'm gonna say this with love right now.
I know I'm being spazzy.
When we don't have a guest on, you do not know how to function.
I don't.
Like we have conversations all day long and it's fine. Like it's just very structured back and forth. We don't have a guest. And like you're just like,
I know.
So like,
I'll reel it in.
Yeah, let's pretend here. Yeah,
I'm pretending.
You're just like, oh, we should check the comments. You're like, but never mind. Let's do this other thing instead.
No,
Stop acting like me.
Okay. All right. It's only one person that gets to act that way in this household.
That's why we work so well. It's because you have me that's running around like a psychopath, and you were just calm. Okay. Go ahead.
Austin, I'm still here, but working on Star Wars comic article. Ooh, nice. Stickers are great. Okay, you'd buy a shirt. Fantastic. Sure, with a loved one. In all fairness, they definitely did.
Good. Oh, yeah. So you can also.
Oh God. Oh, this is
a new good addition to the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
So here's the press pass that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I was super excited.
And before we go into that, I'll do what you want to do.
Yes. I am.
Yeah, you're stealing my thing.
Yes. So the reason that Fanboy got a mug is because he is an ultimate body. He is a top tier body.
Second to top tier.
Well, okay, top tier is top tier. No one is actually ever going to do.
Don't challenge people, or you will be hosting.
Just so you know, like if you're so inclined to contribute to this nonsense, we do have an ultimate top tier one that is obnoxious that no one will ever purchase, but we just thought it was super funny to do. It's like more of an inside joke for us.
This is the thing is we're like, let's do dumb shit on the internet, and then before you know, we have somebody living in our spare room. But anyway, so shout out to our official body members. Fanboy Prime coming in, being a great ultimate body. Then we have the bougie body, TF Toy Picks. Thanks again for being part of that. And the extra basic body, which also doesn't mean that you're super extra basic. It just means that that's where you decided to land.
You're more than you're extra in our hearts.
But also, speaking of the Crub modification, he also produces fantastic music. Which is our intro song. So check him out.
And we have
Esteban.
Hey, Esteban.
Yeah.
What's up?
But amazing bitch. Okay, so actually that's where this started as. Like it was all like, it started with like a basic bitch. And I was like, oh no, like we should like lean back into our body thing because that's what we keep trying to do is like.
And you really want to
call people bodies, like instead of because Megan Thee Stallion calls her fans the hotties, and I'm like, no, our fans are the bodies.
And you really want our group to be called the Boob.
The Boob, yeah. So QR code if you want to join the Boob, boom, there you go.
And you could get fabulous things in the mail, like a mug with our face on it.
Yeah, we also do positive affirmations and birthday cards and Christmas cards and drunk dials. It's a new month, so
new month.
What that means
new drunk dial. Juneteenth is coming up.
We are going to start doing giveaways too. That is exclusive to that. We have a few things around, and
those things could also be things in our pantry too. It's hard to say. It may be an action figure. It may be a comic. It may be a bottle of hot sauce. No one knows.
It might be a picture of me topless.
It's hard to say. Yep. Oh goodness.
So anyway, thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
being part of it. It's very appreciated. It helps keep things flowing because I buy a lot of toys, but also a lot of stuff for our stuff. So like, no joke. Just for the Des Moines Con, I was like, hey, we should like start doing videos. Now, okay, so like we could totally just like use our phone, right?
Totally.
We could totally use
Like
our phone. But
normal
I was like,
people.
no, like I want to do this right. Like we need to get microphones, like we need to get a little camera thingy. And I was like, I want to do it right. I want to be official. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna fucking do it.
And then you did it.
And we did it. And so now I had to pass up on buying some toys because I wanted to make some videos for people.
Yeah. No, they look pretty cool though. Oh, decorative spoons. Oh, like the ones that we would get, you know, when you go on vacation to some place historic, and you would collect a spoon for like every state from their gift shop or what have you.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, decorative spoons. Oh, that's a good one.
You know what? This is another excuse for me to buy a laser cutter, printer, engraver.
Just find somebody with a laser engraver.
No, I can because what I can do is we can go thrifting, which you love to do,
I do love
and
thrifting.
Find a bunch of thrift store spoons, and then I can just engrave a logo on it.
Oh, we could do that for trophies too.
Oh, yeah. Now you're gonna let me buy it, aren't you?
All right, fine. You can get a laser engraver now. Also, trophies are super expensive, and you can just get like old bowling trophies and tumbling and like gymnastics trophies at a thrift store.
You don't need to up anything.
No, you don't.
So up the stakes. What are the stakes? Tell us more.
Oh man, this came up again recently. This came up at the Des Moines Con. Is we were actually getting interviewed by somebody else that I can't recall their name.
Scald Studios.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Scald Studios.
They're local. And they were talking about like that we should actually do Topless Toy Talk at a tattoo at a
fanboy. Let's talk about this. Tell me your ideas, and let's make this happen.
But they were talking about how we could do Topless Toy Talk lately at a tattoo convention because there's very few rules at a tattoo convention.
Apparently, everybody just walks around with it all hanging out,
which I never really would have.
I mean, if you're getting tattoos, like I don't know if they walk around. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It was interesting.
But anyway, we're like, yeah, we don't have any tattoos because we like. It's not that I'm opposed to a tattoo or don't like tattoos. I just don't know what I would get. Like I've thought like many a times about like what I would get, but the problem is, like it needs to. For me, it like needs to mean something. But then I'm also like, where does it go? Because like floating tattoo things are weird. But I'm like, also like I wouldn't want to put it in a place where I couldn't see it because then I'm like, well, that was dumb. Now I can't see it.
But we have
talked about I just like be walking around with a mirror all the time trying to like look at it.
But we have talked about getting like matching tramp stamps.
But that is what I would do. That is
because there'd be nothing funnier than 40-year-olds going in and getting their first tattoo as a tramp stamp.
But then I could see it because it would be matching, you know, like. This is true. I'm going to Incarceration, which is a music and tattoo. Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Let's see. I want to know more about that.
Yeah.
I might have to look it up, or you can tell me either or.
I'm sure they'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. But if anybody,
cool. That does sound a while.
Yeah, you know, any day, like I walk out and I'm just like, oh look, in the wild, and I'm just like, that's cool. And you're just like, shut your face, like, you know. If anybody designs tramp stamp tattoos, like let me know. Like, let's talk about it. Actually, that's what we should do. We should let.
Oh man, we would have to live stream
Patreon people design our tattoos.
Absolutely
Why not? Let's do it.
You can do it for your body. I'm probably not.
No,
gonna put a tattoo
like
on
it would be
body.
matching. Wait, I saw Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, that's
true.
Yeah.
No, let's think about this though. Like it could be a thing.
It could be. It probably won't, but it could be.
But what if they design a really good tattoo?
Okay, the only tattoo I've ever considered putting on my body, and you saw it on Reddit and you sent it to me, and I don't know why you sent it to me, but it's always been stuck in my mind. It's a little triceratops
riding a skateboard.
On a skateboard. And the person was trolling clearly because they were saying they wanted to cover that up, and the entire Reddit thread was just like, do not do that to that little peanut.
Yeah.
And if I was going to get a tattue, I'd probably get a triceratops.
It's probably the only time I actually enjoyed Reddit because it wasn't a cesspool of negativity.
I mean, and the Matrix of Leadership tramp stamp has been contemplated.
Yeah, but I need to have like that 90s like filigree tribal whatever. Like it's gotta like it's gotta be. But then I'm like, I don't know. Like what if it's like not that, and it's like real fancy or something. I don't know. I'm just like,
but
it could be cool, like tramp stamp, right? Tell all are one, and then it's like, then when we, and then kind of are one, and
stupid.
Triceratops on a skateboard. LOL.
Okay.
Well, let's design it, guys. Let's design our matching tramp stamp tattoos. Who can draw this? Who can start?
I'll at least make it a temporary tattoo. At least for that. I'll at least henna it.
At least no.
You know what? Actually, that would be fantastic if for like a bot con or TF con, like we had them henna like added to our body because it takes
that's
takes
bullshit.
for like a couple weeks.
I don't want a henna tattoo. It's real tattoo or nothing.
Okay, all right.
But there's nothing that would be cooler than a tattoo designed by our body.
No, by the boob.
By the boob.
Okay.
Anyway, back to our pictures.
Back to the pictures.
Yeah.
I know no artist.
Well, but I mean, there's a difference, I think, between like a tattoo artist and like all the other artists we know. Maybe, I don't know, right? Like there is a little bit of extra stuff that I think goes along with tattoos. I mean, it probably depends on the placement, right? Because like if it's on a curved surface, like it kind of has to be drawn differently so it doesn't look all skewed when it goes on you.
These are things I've never contemplated.
But I'm also just talking about like a rough sketch by like the boob, like
right.
I mean, the only moderator here is Scrub Modification, so he's pretty much in on it anyway. Yeah. So good luck getting moderated.
Really? Oh, that's cool. Well, you
been,
are an artist. Really cool. That's not true. Don't say you're not an artist.
Okay,
we bought your stuff. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, well, while we're talking about that, I just want to bring it because I have it here. We're talking about it. I did watch actually some of your time-lapse videos today because I was really curious. There's a lot of people that I think do those with their art, and I was impressed. Like I was like, there's no way this is like that cool. And I watched and I was like, oh my God, you are really good. Don't like let anybody tell you otherwise. And if you don't know it, don't
put your candle under a bush, man.
Don't put your camel under a bush.
That's not what I meant. Like, don't put it under sorry, somebody in this chat has also sang that song at children's.
Don't put your camel under a bush.
Candle.
Oh. I was like, why would you put a camel under a bush?
No,
because
stop.
Camels are kind of big.
This was a children's song at church. All right, we're gonna move forward with the painting.
Okay, so for our friend at Splenda Studios, it's how I remember. I know it's a Splendia Studio. Okay, right. This is a watercolor. Look how fucking cool this is.
It's pretty awesome.
Is this not the coolest thing ever?
It's definitely going on the Optimus shelf.
Yeah, I have an Optimus shelf over here, actually, so this should tell you how cool I think it is. So I have a print that I bought at TFCon 2022. It's kind of like the IDW version of Optimus Prime. And actually I have it signed by Peter Cullen, and I'm going to take it out of that frame. I'm going to put this in instead. Mm-hmm. Because this is like just, I mean, one, it's original artwork and it needs a frame, but two, it's way cooler, even though it's not signed by Peter Cullen.
There's still time.
I know. I'm just like, maybe we'll put that in the giveaway. Anybody interested in a signed print of Peter Cullen?
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Or a signed print. That
was
Peter
the
Cullen.
Original intention.
A signed
of it
print
we
of
were
Optimus
give it
Prime,
away.
signed by Peter Cullen.
But then we didn't.
With two C's for the sides, and somehow it wraps
your brand and the matrix of leadership at the same time.
That's clever.
Well, that is good.
That's clever.
You guys are all so smart.
I know. I never thought about that. It's the matrix. That's when Sarah grabs your hips. It will be like holding them. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Fanboy knows what I'm talking about. Thank you, Fanboy, for understanding what I'm talking about. It's this little light of mine. I'm
Don't
gonna let it
your
shine.
Camel under a
this
bush.
Little light of mine. I'm gonna let it
Don't put your camel under a
No,
bush.
it's not a camel. It's a candle. I'm gonna put it under a bush. No, this little light of mine.
Right. Anyway.
All right.
Nobody wants to hear you sing.
I know. It's
and if I used to call them
so bad. So bad.
Is there a story behind Esplenia Studios? That's not, because I don't think that's your name, if I remember right.
I hope your last name is Esplenia.
No, I swear it's something different. I swear. No, I want a Peter Cullen print signed by a Prime.
All right.
Actually, that would be very funny. If we ever see him again, we should come with a picture of him and be like, "Can you sign those as Optimus Prime?"
That's such a good idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be very funny.
that's fantastic.
What were you doing? Showing pictures.
We were showing pictures.
Okay, so look at this. We got press passes. So Sarah is very proud of this because we got a press pass.
It cost us nothing.
And I'm like, okay, you know how you get a press pass? You fill out a fucking form, and they're just like, here you go. You know, I'm sure there's some level of I lost my spleen in a sledding accident. Huh.
I don't even know what a spleen does. Do you know what a spleen does?
It splins things. That's actually really so. Wait, did the name of your studio come from that? Because that's fantastic. Like, I'm not clever with names. I paid somebody $2 for the name of my stuff, and that's funny. I like that.
Don't bring. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
I hit a patch of ice and fell off. Slow down. Oh!
Ow.
No.
That sounds so painful.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, man. I wish I would have known you 2 years ago, because I think we could have came up with a better name for me. It's too ingrained to change it now.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's our press badge. Sarah's real proud of it. I just think it's mediocre because whatever.
I don't care what you think. I'm proud of it.
What I do wonder is if they issue a new one each year. So like behind this, right? Behind it is like, because these change every year because the art's done. Like, I wonder if they change the press one every year. Like, could we just wander in with the same one?
I don't know.
I'll have to look and see if like there's a date or anything on it. Can't remember. Oh, it does say 2026. Never mind.
You got real tricky there for a second. Like, they wouldn't issue it the second time.
I'm like, I just feel like it's weird to just have press. I mean, would you just make enough press badges for the number of people, or do you have? I don't know. Anyway, so here is these headbands that we were talking about. Go away, thing. Stop it. There you go. So we start favorite turtle, favorite anime. I was really surprised that people didn't jump at the anime thing more because there's a lot of anime related stuff at the convention, and it's like kind of a wide pop culture type of thing, but there is a lot of anime stuff.
Also, I have like kind of crazy scary eyes right here.
Yeah, you always have crazy scary eyes. Every time you look at me, I'm just like, oh God.
Good.
And then I'm like, are you okay? And you're just like, yeah, I want to stab you. And I'm like, please don't. Anyway, moving on. So these are some fun people that we run into all the time,
and we troll them on Instagram all the time because they make such cool stuff. They make here.
They make like little things. So let's see if I can zoom in if we can see any of it. So now people complain about 3D printed stuff at like conventions, whatnot. These people have a little bit of a mix, but like this lady makes they're made out of like, what did she say, palm clay or something that?
They're resin.
Or resin. Something. She makes a variety of different like miniature scaled things.
She designs, or he makes it though. Like it's
no, not all of them. Like he makes like the stand. So like the husband like does 3D modeling and printing. It's like he made like the stand that they're on, but like all these little things here on the stands are like made out of clay and whatnot.
That's what it was. Yeah, you're right when you say that.
So like they have some 3D, here they are,
and they're like real nice.
Yeah, they're super nice, and they have like some like on this side over here, which Sarah clearly didn't get a picture of with her selfie. Oopsies. Like they have more like 3D printed kind of things, but like he models his stuff. Like it's just not these. Why am I looking at the weird direction?
Let's just say he doesn't make a whole bunch of 3D printed dragons.
Yeah, there are no 3D printed dragons. And so I'm surprised I actually didn't jump on this, but she made a bunch of like little foods and stuff. And it's actually because I just got a bunch of little foods for Christmas from your family.
Oh, that's true.
But the stuff is actually pretty close to 1/12 scale. And this is the only place that I found at the convention that like sells like little things that work for my photography. So
last year you bought a brain in a jar from them. That was like pretty cool.
Yeah. Like a little brain but that was molded out of like whatever she molds her stuff out of.
But you got a cauldron this year too.
I got a little cauldron this year to do some stuff with. But yeah, I don't know. They're cool people and they make some fun stuff. Little miniature thingies that go in things. Like these little cactuses and
little frog, and they're all super.
I tried to
colorful.
like I had this idea that I was going to run around and do this, but like somebody pointed out that this was a chicken and not a rooster, and so then I lost my ambition. But
yeah, you're
but this is so I had this little chicken, and I was gonna run around and show people my tiny cock the whole convention. But somebody was like, yeah, but it's a chicken. And I was like, never mind, the joke's not funny now.
Nobody else would have known.
That's probably not true. I'm sure everybody would.
Actually, that is
with all the people we dealt with the turtles, like everybody would have been like, no, that's not
fair.
A tiny cock. That's a tiny chicken.
That's pretty fair. I think my dogs are addicted to pineapple. They keep giving me a look.
Can dogs eat pineapple?
I don't know.
Is this a joke? What is this? This is something.
Oh my gosh, you look up everything. Can dogs eat stuff? I think all the badger art's new each year. Okay.
Yeah. The badger art definitely is the only thing. I just wasn't sure about the press pass. Like,
yes, we do have one of your 3D printed fences, right?
Yeah, right there.
Can I do that?
Sits right there.
It's here every stream.
Always there.
It's great because stuck behind my table, I didn't see 3/4 of his stuff.
I know.
I mean, it probably would have been better if we didn't because we spent too much money, but it's fine.
Yeah. We sure? No, we didn't. We didn't. You did.
Okay.
So this was just kind of like a high level picture we went in of of half of it. So this is what's funny, and I don't know if this is every year if I notice this because there's always one vendor that sells a bunch of like swords and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there were 2 of them this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if there's always 2 of them.
I think there is always 2 of them
because like the other one, I think this one is mainly like swords. And the other one is like various weapons from like games and stuff. Like he had some, I don't know if anybody plays Destiny or is familiar with Destiny, but he had the gun that Clyde's gun. I can't remember what the name of that, Ace of Spades or something like that.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
I know.
Anything.
I just look at you to think because it's like a blank wall when I look at you.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No, I just was trying
to see if you were going to catch it. It's a blank wall.
So I don't know. I like the other one better because it actually has like replicas of things that are stuff that I know, and this is just a bunch of weird swords. Okay, so Dylan, we're gonna touch on Dylan's drink and draw now.
Are we just gonna touch on it?
Yeah, for like 10 pictures.
Yeah.
So the concept of Dylan's drink and draw. Now, again, we hadn't quite experienced this yet because it conflicted with other stuff. And I'm actually pretty disappointed that we didn't go to the thing that it conflicts with, but whatever.
What are you even talking about?
Last year, the Nerdlesque.
We didn't conflict with Nerdlesque this year.
Last year it did, and so we didn't go to it.
I know.
But this year it didn't conflict, and we didn't go to Nerdlesque.
Yeah, because it was at 10 o'clock, and I'm old, and I'm not going to something at 10 o'clock.
Actually, we were still out having unlimited sushi with
Doesn't matter. People. Let's focus on Dylan's drink and draw.
Focus on your face. So this is actually a pretty fun little thing that he puts on here, and honestly, I wish there was more of it. And I'm just like, if there was something like this that went on like once a month, I would totally go do it. But yeah, they put up like a slideshow and they have like kind of this little app thingy where they have like a topic and a subtopic or a genre and a topic, whatever. And so because of Firefly cast that was there, they had Western and sci-fi were like the 2 main topics, and then each one had a subtopic.
Mm-hmm.
And the subtopics like could change. So it's like basically they roll the dice to pick each topic in the category. Maybe category is better than topic and subtopic, but whatever. Anyway, and then like everybody had tokens where you could like re-roll or like just like buy your own word type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the concept was like, I'll zoom into this one here. So like, for example, this one, it was 6-shooter and Galaxy, but it was Western, 6-shooter and sci-fi and Galaxy. And I didn't actually catch on to that until like the 4th round.
I'm still not sure I fully caught on to it, but.
And so I was like, oh, well, it was supposed to basically still fit within the Western and sci-fi theme, as well as a 6-shooter and Galaxy. So,
so you have 5 minutes to draw these pictures.
I changed this because it changed it, but I didn't change my words. It wasn't anyway. Okay. Anyway,
and then you hand them in, and then they
so you get
choose
you get 5 minutes to like make your drawing, and then there's like guest judges, right? So they hand in, and then they have like 3 minutes or whatever to go through everybody's drawings and pick which one they think is the best from the round.
Yes.
So
these are mostly, I think the first one was yours. This one's mine.
Yeah.
I'm not winning any art contests. Also mine.
This one is yours. What was you wrote the topics?
Beans astronaut.
Beans astronaut.
It's an astronaut with beans around him.
Yeah.
Again, not winning any art prizes here.
Yeah, not quite sure.
Beans. It's an astronaut with beans face.
I thought those were hearts, to be honest.
Oh God, who's this?
This is mine.
You. What is this even supposed to?
Oh, it was astronaut beans because he was like it was a helmet. It's supposed to be a helmet when this was a reflection.
Oh God.
And like in his helmet, and he was looking at the beans.
We need to flip through here. Oh God.
This one was.
That's not yours, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Robert.
It was. What was it? I think it was something in Nixon.
Oh, it was Nixon. It was
what? Something in Nixon.
I don't remember.
It was Dick's. Actually, no, that's what it was. It was like Dick's and Nixon. And it says, "I am not a cuck."
And that's mine because I'm not a crook.
Yeah, see, Dick Nixon. Clean water is cool.
That's true. EPA was established under Richard Nixon.
That has nothing, but there's no Western or sci-fi.
I know. I didn't understand. Yeah, Dick Nixon was the name.
Mine should have been more something. So somebody purchased this word, but it was femboy and horse.
This was at the time where clearly I was getting a little drunk.
That's your mom. I'm not quite sure I understand.
I don't know.
The femboy horse. I think mine was a little bit better.
Oh.
But I don't know, man.
We got a little wild there.
Yeah. And then I went to the bathroom to try to, in between rounds, and the thing wouldn't dispense paper towels, and I got pissed about it. And then we came back for the last round. And this one was Tentacle Freak.
Oh, I don't know.
Something like that. And so yours was just an octopus.
There's a dick.
Oh, there is a you did. I didn't see that you put a dick in it. That's funny.
Yep.
And then this was supposed to be like a penis tentacle cowboy hat.
Oh, that's weird.
And that's about all the farther I got. I don't know. I'm not very good with drawing things. So all I got. So that was Dylan Drinkin's job. But in between rounds, our good friend Austin Allen Hamblin, he was basically the hype man.
It was great.
Which I don't know if that was his intended job, was to hype people up, but
my needs.
But we definitely started an Austin chant many of times and made him run around quite a bit. I feel a little bad about that.
I don't.
But also the whole room was chanting Austin many times, so you're welcome, I guess. I always tell people there's like two things I'm good at. Like I'm good at being dumb, and I'm good at bringing chaos. So like if you ever need somebody to like just come in and be an idiot, but also like fuck shit up in a positive way most of the time, like I'm your person. Like and I'll do it for free. Like I just bring this one around. I'm just like, hey, like what's gonna make this one laugh?
That's true.
And like I'm just gonna get loud and yell.
Like almost 100% of all your dumb stuff is just an attempt to like make me laugh.
And that's how I know like I'm bringing the party, is because if you're laughing and having a good time, I'm like, okay, well everybody else is also gonna think it's funny. But there are many instances in which we go to things and then it turns into a really good time. And it's basically because of me, and I don't like to brag.
Actually, remember that time we met that couple at the Civic Center?
Yeah. And speaking of Austin.
Oh yeah, there is Austin. I see. We told you we saw Austin with his shirt off, and shortly after this, we threw some $2 bills at him.
Yeah, but here's the best part. Oh wait, we're not there yet. Hold on. Pause. Somebody actually took a video of Austin running around. And so
we're going to let you relive this experience with us.
Sorry, Austin.
Not sorry, Austin. This is seriously the best thing that happened.
Yes! This was a multi-lap situation.
And Austin down.
Yep. We won't watch it again.
Yeah, we do.
No, I'm joking. But I'm gonna be honest. Probably my favorite part of the whole convention.
It is.
So Austin, I need to know how we get you a panel next year.
Yep. Where you just run around taking
where we can just chant at you and it's just basically like a hype crowd.
Yep.
And that's just it. That'd be a lot of fun. So tell me what I need to do to petition that and get it going.
Yep.
Okay, what else we got? So we went to the farmer's market the next day. This was fucking rough because I'm gonna tell you something. I got a little drunk at Dylan's drinking.
It was a little drunk.
And I don't get hungover very often, but
we were definitely hungover in this
not
picture.
Feeling that great the next day for a bit.
No.
Especially because I don't think we got to bed till I don't know. I didn't fall asleep till 1 a.m. And then somebody was like, we have to go to the farmer's market the next morning, which means we were up at 5:45. And I'm like, that's a bunch of horse shit. So I'm like,
it was rough. It was
down at the farmer's market, like wearing our shirts.
Yeah. People thought we were.
And here's my picture of my breakfast burrito and my badge because that's the only
quesadilla, but nice try.
Breakfast quesadilla because that's the only thing that made me happy. And I love how this is the Des Moines Con recap.
Yep. Talking about
what else do you do? Okay, day 2. Here's Turtles again.
I
don't know where this picture is from and why we're doing this.
I don't know.
That's where we started doing Marvel of DC. People were more into the Marvel and DC than they were the anime. But
actually, most of the people that worked at like the food booths, I would say the Marvel versus DC, when I was buying like lunch from people, going through the line, they were much more inquisitive about that than anyone attending the con. Yeah. Nobody at the con cared, but the food service did.
So Tijuana's banner fell down. We fixed it. I contemplated actually just taking it and wearing around as a cape for a while. Okay, moving on to panels. So we actually only went to a few panels. We're going to touch on these 2 because they're more interesting. Yeah. And then I think Sarah wants to go into her a little bit of a VTuber lesson here, so this will be fun.
All right.
So this is the TMNT panel for the voice actors, and this guy dressed up as April O'Neil I thought was fantastic.
Yes.
This is not your typical April O'Neil.
It was good.
But I was like, this is actually pretty good. And I was like, man, maybe I should try it.
No regrets.
Yeah. And then here's a picture of him bending over because I was trying to take a picture of the front of him and he turned around and bent over. So that just got included in the recap.
Yep.
Here's the crowd. Like, this was like a packed panel. Cool. Like, I was surprised. I mean, I think everybody that was at the convention came and packed this. Like, every seat was full. It was crazy. Here we are doing dumb stuff again. Moving on. Okay. So front row for the panel, of course, because that's how I roll. Front row or bust.
Yep.
This was basically the host guy, right, asking questions. I think he maybe got one question in.
No, they
just ran the show.
They did not want to hear about they didn't want to listen to his questions. They had stuff to say.
Yeah. And it was cool. Like, they said a lot of really cool stuff. Who we have here? So Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, and then Donatello and April.
Yes.
But no, they had some really good stories. They were very, very appreciative of their fans, which I feel like a lot of voice actors that we run into are. And I think that's like one thing that's like really cool. Like, I feel like actors can go either way. Clearly, like, I think like I don't want to say a lot of bigger actors, but like, I think the bigger you are, the more famous you are, you might lose as much appreciation.
Right.
But like, I think a lot of the voice actors, especially for things that are not currently like on air or streaming or whatever, right? They're here because of the fans.
Right.
So it's like, if people didn't want to see them, like, they would not have a job, like, current job, right? And I guess at least a job in terms of like coming to conventions and whatnot. And so I appreciate the fact that like they show up and do this type of thing, but also that they express their appreciation for the fans so much, because I think that just it's a nice reciprocal thing that they don't have to do, but they do it anyway.
Yeah. And okay, so it was Leonardo? Was that the person? The one in the front in the green.
This is Michelangelo.
Okay.
That does voice Michelangelo.
The Michelangelo. Okay. So what really got me here for that panel was the Michelangelo, because he so Townsend Coleman, he talked about how like people have been coming, like would come to his booth, and like they all did, about giving like really personal stories about like how meaningful the turtles were to them, and how, you know, it met different needs for them as children and carried over into like, you know, their adult lives. And he was saying that he actually has collected, like people give him gifts, which I guess is not that uncommon. That people bring gifts for different voice actors and actors that are at these things. But the one that kind of really like got him was that there was a guy who had gone and been deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan and had a patch like on him, and that was Michelangelo's face that he had added to his uniform, and like gave it to him like at one of the Comic Cons, and said like, you saved my life, like this was like, I would ask
like
myself
every time like he had to like go into battle or whatever, right? Or basically every day when he woke up, like he kind of like put his hand over it and like took a moment and like just to kind of like think back. So he basically said like, you know, like his voice acting, right, the life he brought to the character, you know, and the silliness is what kind of gave him you know, the courage and ability to kind of keep going day after day. And so
everybody was, if you weren't crying, you almost were at that point of the panel. Yeah. But it's neat that all these people, they were saying, you know, after all these years, they really appreciate being able to go to these cons and reconnect, because it had been, I guess, like 20 years since they had all seen one another, because life happens, you move on, you're doing other things. And it was just it was very heartwarming. You could tell these are people that all like really loved and cared about one another. And you don't always see that.
Yeah, I feel like they had a lot of good stories. When I say good stories, they expressed like that they have a lot of good times together now, like doing the conventions and stuff like that they wouldn't have otherwise. And so yeah, like one of them was saying that they were an only child, and you know, so it's like they felt like they kind of like regained their family, you know, by, you know, doing the conventions and stuff again, like whether it's the, you know, their counterparts, right, or, you know, the fans that come up and meet with them. So
yeah, that was Barry Gordon. He said, you know, this guy here, who is Donatello, he said that he was an only child, and now he has 3 brothers and a sister.
Yeah.
And he also told this story about how he had developed this voice for Donatello, and they were like, nah, I just want you to talk your normal voice. Like, please don't try and do a voice. Like your normal voice is what we need here.
And actually the thing that I thought was funny is, I'm horrible with names. So Townsend, who what was the other one?
Cam Clark.
Yeah. So or was it this guy?
One. It was the red shirt.
Yeah, the guy in the red shirt. Yeah. So he actually wanted to be the voice for Michelangelo. But they basically had him, I think they had him read for like both parts or all the parts or whatever, right? And then you know, they kind of gave Townsend the part for Michelangelo, and he came in and they're like, no, we're just gonna have you do Leonardo. I'm like, and I guess he was like really disappointed, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And now I don't know if this is a true fact or if this was just a joke, but he was saying basically, what like for Townsend, for Michelangelo, he said basically like he just copied what the other guy did,
what Cam
did. And so that's where he got like the California like surfer dude type of thing from. He's like, yeah, that like wasn't my world, and so I kind of did just copy Cam and called it good, and they liked it. So again, I don't know if like that is really what happened or not, but either way, I think it was a funny story. So
it was a good story.
But no, they were really good dudes. Like all of them, chick, good dudes and lady. Very appreciative. Again, like they just seem like they like to come and hang out and be with the fans, and that's really nice.
1, 2, 3, Turtle Power!
And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then this was the Firefly panel. And this was also very heartwarming.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that Alan wasn't there. Alan Turduck.
Yeah, he did have a family
But-
emergency, so
But Ben did say, which we should be able to say this because it was in the wrap up panel, but he did say that he's going to try to get him back next year. So we'll see if
Yeah.
maybe he gets to come back next year.
no, it was. I think my favorite story from this panel. Sorry, I'm so bad with names. So Jewel, who played Kaylee, so the person in the middle there, she was telling this story about, was it with Nathan? Yes. So she and Nathan have like this ongoing, like to this day thing where they just send pictures of each other, like flipping one another off.
They
and
try to
other
find
things.
like clever ways to flip each other off.
And so they'll go to hotels, she was saying, and they would they would like say, hey, there's like a message for you at the front desk, and it would actually be like a picture of like somebody flipping them off. She was telling this elaborate story about how there's this 3D printed thing. We've probably all seen it, where you open it up and like you take it all apart.
It's like
and then
basically got like a bunch of little screws
and then
on
in the
it.
middle it's this, it's just very, very funny of how like creative ways they kind of screw with each other. And I don't know, that was very sweet.
Yeah. I think I got a pretty good picture somewhere here.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
This is while she's telling that story.
Yeah. I was like, I'm getting a picture of this. This is going on the internet. But no, the thing that I actually really liked about these guys too, again, like that, so they were all pretty young, I believe, like when they were acting in Firefly. But they basically said like they just had a lot of fun on set. They said it was very warm and welcoming, and they all just kind of enjoyed acting with each other, and that's not the way it is like on all the sets. And so like they had a level of appreciation for the environment, I guess, that they had, and I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
To know that, like, being a little bit younger actors and working with each other, that they were able to have, I guess, a good first experience, because like it's probably not like that all the time. And one other thing that they said that I thought was pretty cool, I guess, and this was for Serenity, the movie, I guess they built the ship, right, the first and second floors or whatever, right, like in the sound studio. And they said like that was just like a really cool thing to like walk into every time that they would be doing like filming on the ship, is because there's like basically almost a full ship like built, like the spaceship. And so like I think that was kind of cool.
And then Summer, who played River, that's there. I guess she was a ballerina. I didn't know. Oh, we should have asked favorite pizza topping. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good idea. But no, nobody asked that. But so but you're gonna interrupt me again? Stop it. So
actually, I was surprised.
So Summer,
hold on real quick. Sorry, I just want to comment this because this was relevant. So in the panel for the Turtles, the moderator did ask,
oh yes,
like what everybody's favorite pizza topping was. Some of them had answers, and some of them had like turtle related answers, and some were just like, so clearly some of them just don't really give a shit about pizza.
Yes.
IRL. Anyway, go ahead.
So again, Summer, I guess she was a ballerina before she was an actress, and she was talking about how like once she finally started making money here, like when she got her first paycheck, the first thing she did, and she was like very poor, like, so this was her first job. She was like 18, 19 years old, whatever, first time making any sorts of money. And she was eating like instant mashed potatoes, like that's how she was like surviving on just like instant mashed potatoes.
So she was like watering it down to make it last longer. And I was like, oh my god,
it was so sad. And so she said when she got her first paycheck, the first thing she did was go to the grocery store and buy whatever food she wanted.
It's like,
and that is just like the most heartwarming, like sweetest but most tragic thing that I heard.
I'm like, that's a starving artist for you.
Yep.
It's very funny.
But these two had a very good dynamic. Yeah. I really liked Sean Mayer and and that, like, this was a good panel.
Yeah. I feel like the two panels that were, kind of like the main draw, I guess, or whatever, right? They They were both very good. They were pretty well put together. I mean, I guess like the actors themselves. I was just thinking back to like last year, with Brandon Routh, because he's just like all over the place. But I mean, that's just who he is, kind of, because I saw him at another time, and he's just all over the place.
Yeah, Brandon Routh for Superman. I think he answered maybe one question.
Yeah,
perhaps
like
two. He
talked a lot about what was potentially an answer to the question, but it was not quite. Super nice guy though. Like nothing. Like nothing against him at all. Like he seems really cool. Actually, my cousin was volunteering and ended up like being the person that kind of worked his line to direct people and said that like he was like the coolest chill guy ever. But yeah, in a panel, like he just very funny because somebody would ask a question and he would tell a story. But
he'd always end it with, "Did I answer your question?"
And like everybody was just like, "Yeah, I guess," because I don't think anybody wanted to be like, "No,"
not at all.
Very funny. But anyway, the Turtles and the Firefly cast, like they all did a good job of actually answering the questions.
Yeah.
On point. But yeah, they all had a very good dynamic and like were fun to watch. So moving on here. So here's a picture of a dead bird, Bunny Vomit Studios. He does some little comics and stuff. So it was a pen that we got. He's a local person as well. And
you were trying to hint to the bird.
Like
your day is coming.
Yeah, it should just GTFO because I'm so tired of the birds. I'm so tired of the birds like having babies in our planters that like I'm not even doing. I forgot all about Burbgate 2026 round 2. Anyway, more convention floor is kind of the other section.
Slightly, you're still looking at the swords. I don't feel like you really got much further.
Well, I mean, like it was the other angle, right? So like this section was not included in the other photo. But anyway, here's a little video. Here's a little panel. It's not the hugest convention. We spent 3 days wandering around doing stuff and didn't actually spend a lot of time at everything, but I think it's pretty good for a little Iowa convention. Here's my cosplay malfunction. Like 20 minutes into the day, the zipper on my shorts broke, and I couldn't figure out how to fix them. So I finally borrowed some tape from somebody, and I taped it from the inside. It only worked about 40% of the time. So anyway, there's Ben's
panel.
It
was good. We just made it a personal one-on-one conversation there, and then we went to Dave's panel and just came in with Dave.
Brandon Routh is in a movie called Dylan Dog. I have not seen that. I've not seen that.
Nice though.
Apple is running out of riddles. Is that a quote from the movie, or did I not catch what that's about? Anyway, Brandon Routh was in a movie. What I was trying to type. Oh, I caught it. Good job, brains. Anyway, yeah, Dave. Kyle Peterson. If you're not familiar with him, he's also an island, which I recently learned.
He does a lot of wrestling.
I think he has like one of the biggest wrestling collections, but he also just collects a lot of stuff too. And then this guy's Action Figure Insider. He runs like a website for action figure news and stuff, but also Instagram and all things too.
We were almost up there, but then we didn't.
The table wasn't big enough. Oh look, here's Austin again.
This might be our thing. Maybe we just like.
I'm gonna load this as a clip. Yeah. Anytime somebody anytime something cool, make me play. We're gonna play this. That's it. Austin, we're gonna make our weekly clip we load in.
All right, we did it.
But anyway, yeah, Dave's panel was good. I think so. Our favorite thing to ask Dave about is Snailians, because I think the first time we saw him talk at a panel, he mentioned Snailians, and I was like, I've never heard of Snailians before. And so
now every panel we ask him about Snailians.
So he, told us about Snailians, and like his very intriguing toy line, which I feel like today would probably be pretty popular.
Yeah.
If not like a good third part. I feel like it would be like you're not going to be familiar with this, but
definitely not.
Sexy Ice, like the figures they're kind of creating right now, like they're kind of like they've done like some bug type things, like humanoid bug type things, but also Like they call them like exterminators or whatever. But anyway, you don't care.
I don't.
But anyway, like I feel like Sexy Ice or another company like would be doing something with like Snailians and making it a thing. But anyway, so now that's my thing. Every time we see Dave's panel, I have to ask him about Snailians and make him tell a story about Snailians one way or the other. 40% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Yes.
Nailed it.
He's just saying hello to the chat. Okay, hello. So Cal Peterson is fun and the gift of gab. If you want to troll him, tell him that Duke is better than Flint. Okay. Is that going to get him going? Is he going to get real riled up and start a war?
What I liked about Kyle Peterson is
because I'll do it.
He is from a line of like his dad was a big collector and a big completionist collector. So his dad kind of put him on that train. And it's interesting. Yeah. Like when it's kind of a family thing.
Right, Kyle and Dave and Kane County Toy Show. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Dave. I mean, Dave's the coolest, chillest guy. Like he's
friends with everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a problem, if you are not friends with Dave and you have a problem with Dave, I just am gonna say
like
you're the problem.
You're the problem. Like I don't know if I've met like a nicer person than Dave, to be honest.
Like you should really do some introspection if
you
have an issue there.
Like I feel like you could be kind of an a-hole to Dave, and Dave would still just be like, "Yeah, we're still friends." Like you'll get over it. Like we'll be friends. I don't know. I do very much appreciate Dave.
Yep.
So
I think that was
so Kyle hates Duke, and he says that Flint is the true leader of G.I. Joe. Okay. All right.
I don't know anything about G.I. Joes. I
might. I don't know if Kyle. I mean, I know Kyle's following me now. And twisted his arm into it, but like, I don't know if he's gonna look at my stories.
He's gonna be like, this dude is dumb.
But
as shit.
I might like post a story and for like once a week and see if he catches it, and if not, I might start mentioning him in the story.
His wife and Kyle's wife was there too. She seemed real nice.
Yeah,
I gave her a friendship bracelet.
Yeah, because I think
I'm sure she was just like, God, these people are so stupid.
I think we saw her like last year or something. Maybe like I think she was doing like recording like she was this time. But we weren't as ingrained yet, and felt like we didn't really talk to her. But yeah, she kind of talked to us a little bit. She's pretty cool. So actually, I don't think there was anybody that we met this year that were like, yeah, this person sucks.
Okay, the only people. So there's
oh god, okay.
Yeah. So the only people that kind of sucked at the
and I hate to say this
because I'm sure they're very nice young men,
but also fuck these guys.
But they go around playing their lutes and whatnot.
So
and
the last
not necessary.
The two prior years
not
they had
a Renaissance festival.
They had lutes, yeah, and they walked around.
You couldn't escape it. You could not escape it.
And
so loud.
Hearing their shitty lute playing. This year they played flutes. Or recorders or something, some big long tube something. And man, I tell you what, like when I get my feedback email this year, I'm going to submit, can we please ban instruments?
Yeah.
And if not, can we at least ban very specific instruments like lutes and flutes?
Because it's like,
but the thing is, they're not even
in stereo. It's just not.
But they're not like they're not in cosplay or anything, right?
No.
Like they're not like if they were dressed up as something and then the instrument was part of their costume and they could actually play the instrument, I wouldn't think twice about it. But the problem is they just show up with their shit and they play some shitty ass music that they think is good, and it's
not good.
Fucking every like when we were sitting in panels. I could hear it in panels. They had to shut doors because you could just hear their stupid ass flutes being played from like another floor away. Like they are the only ones that do this, and I don't understand. I mean, it has to be like when they come in, nobody's like they're not gonna play like this lute or this flute for 8 hours straight.
They are 100% gonna play it for hours and hours and hours the whole time.
And I thought about saying something this year and being like, do you know that this is awful? That like nobody likes the problem is they're
I think
what's the appropriate way to say this?
They are special needs.
Yes.
And I'm not sure how to broach the subject.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a dick to like
Yeah.
that.
It's just
But I'm about there.
it's the third year of having to listen to Lutz.
I'm telling you, Saturday
even
when I
starting
was
to get
when I was a
me.
little hungover and I saw him walk in with it, I was like, those motherfuckers. And then I heard it. And one time I went out to the bathroom. Well, I can't remember what I was doing. Maybe it was before. I think it was before panel. You went out, went to the bathroom, and they were fucking sitting there with those flutes, and I about grabbed them and snapped that shit. And I was like, but then I'm gonna get kicked out. I said, I'm here with our shirts on. We got a press badge. I'm doing filming. I was like, I cannot break these fucking flutes.
It was hard. I'm so proud of you.
But I tell you what, I'm sure going to talk about it now.
So that was one pain point.
They are nice guys.
They are super nice
last
guys.
year they were at the Epic Rap Battles of History
Yes.
concert.
They had a great time.
Like they had a great time. They're kind of in front of us a little bit. They're very nice guys.
It's just they don't
understand that they don't know how to play the instruments, and
that
it's
it's
really
annoying.
loud and annoying.
Yeah.
They are nice guys.
So I think that was one sort of like pain point. The other pain point, this is totally just me because
oh yeah, I forgot. Okay,
I know.
Sarah's gonna teach us about VTubing now.
Okay.
Why did we do this? Why didn't we do this sooner? We should have led
I know.
with this.
We should have led with VTubing.
The only problem with Dave is that I haven't met him. Maybe one day.
No. So we do
Yeah,
actually.
Dave. Like, why don't you invite him to your house, Stormfire? Just be like, hey,
Dave, you gonna be any place close?
He's like, hey, Dave, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to come over and hang out? And if he says no, then you're the problem. Just kidding.
So we wanted to go to some of the creative panels. And I didn't realize, I guess, first that all the creative panels are just about writing.
I don't know if they are all about writing, but
they're primarily
this time there were several of them that seem more writing focused.
So I guess my critique is I think that would have been nice if that was part of like, hey, this is all about writing. Like I just didn't. Is this what we're doing now?
No, that was an accident.
Okay. So we went to a writing one. I was like, this really isn't for me. That's not what we're doing. Like I think it's interesting, what have you. And then then we dipped out of that one early, and then we moved over to one for VTubing. And I'm an idiot. I don't understand this sort of stuff. Like I'm smart in other ways, just clearly not in the social media or know any of this sort of nerd stuff. So for some reason in my mind, VTubing was basically just like, I don't know, like maybe I just thought it was a different way of saying like YouTube. Like I'm not sure. But I clearly thought it was more like this sort of stuff or skits. And then we went in there and they were talking about their avatars and how they were doing that. I was like, what is happening right now? What is this? And then they started showing like how like the different types of VTubing. And I realized it was just like cartoon versions of themselves. And I felt a little lied to. Mostly because I'm an idiot.
Mostly because Sarah did not read the directions.
I didn't read directions. I didn't Google what a VTuber was. And we left about 10 minutes in because I was like, this is not for me. This is dumb. Why would anybody do this? And why would anybody watch it?
And then Sarah tried to give feedback.
I did try and
to
give
somebody
feedback.
about.
Sorry, Lan.
About the VTubing. She's like, yeah, like I thought this was going to be better or different.
I mean, there were a lot of people in the room. A lot of other people thought it was great. I did not because I didn't know what it was.
I was like, so what you're saying is you're trying to give feedback to say that they should have done better because you didn't know what VTubing was. And I shut her down real quick.
Yep. Y'all shut me down. It's fine.
So.
But I
learned some stuff about VTubing though, like that there are 3 different types of VTubing, avatars. There's like
I learned that, but it wasn't
the flat 2D. Then there's the animated 2D, and then the full 3D.
I don't know. It just sounded very dumb.
Yeah, I don't
know. No offense. If you're a VTuber, you're into VTubers, whatever. Like, but kind of hiding behind an avatar like that on a video is just
you fucking suck.
I'm not. I'm not impressed.
I think it has. I think it has an application to where it's applicable. And that's just not my life.
Yep.
But like, it's kind of cool. Like if that's your thing.
Yep. So
but
you
also,
do you, it's not for me.
It's real weird. So do better. No, I'm just being ridiculous.
I'm just saying, it's not for me.
So let's see. There was a question I was gonna throw out, but then I was like, do we want to show off some of our stuff we got?
I was trying to see, was there anything else we wanted to cover?
I don't think so.
I think that was it. Yeah. So if there's anything we wanted to, I'm going to show off my thing, which is
Well, no, I want to talk about a thing here.
Look at this. While you talk about that.
Party worm.
Look at this party worm. This is like one of my favorite things we purchased. I don't know why I need a party worm, but I do, and it makes me real happy.
Well, I mean, it's just like, why did I need a little blueberry?
It makes me so happy.
Because I did pictures with it.
Yep. Interview from that vendor coming soon.
Call him Mr. Bloobs.
Mr. Bloobs.
Mr. Bloobs. Okay. So, because we have a lot of people with a lot of good ideas,
Yeah.
I want to throw this out here so people can help us brainstorm. So, pause. VTubing sounds lame. I'm just gonna keep playing with my action figures.
Please. Yeah, it is super lame.
Okay. So when I think of it, like I kind of think of it like the VTubing, like the type of mascots, like corporate affiliate type of things, like more from like Japan, right? Like
fine.
Clearly that is expanded into other markets where, like I think if you were like streaming playing games or something, right? Like, and you had a virtual avatar that basically was your avatar, while you were game streaming. Like, I think that seems interesting, right? Or makes sense. But some of these people, like, they're just like, it's like this, hanging out, talking to people interactively, but it's a character, instead. And that's just like, I don't know, like, it's kind of weird.
It's weird.
I don't like, weird. That's where I just don't understand the purpose of it, aside from like, you don't want to do this.
And if you're like not comfortable with who you are, and we can talk about that, like this is a body positivity podcast, like we can talk about how you should be more comfortable with who you are. And
this is your VTubing podcast.
If you're not, then maybe you need to do some sit-ups, push-ups, go for a run. I don't know what to say. Like there's things you can do to self-improve if you're
some
not
people
okay
are
with
just
it.
ugly even without that.
Well,
but,
I mean, but
we love you all the same.
We love everyone the same, but we love some people more the same. It was weird to me. It was like it felt like again.
So the thing is, Sarah
is
afraid of things that she does not understand.
And I do
she
not
is small
understand
town.
That. I don't understand why you'd have to hide behind that to have a I don't understand why you'd hide behind like a persona.
I don't think they're not hiding behind it. It's what they're maybe some are. I don't know.
I formed a very distinctive judgment about that in the 10 minutes I was in the room, and it will not be changed.
So what we're gonna do is start VTubing.
We're not
to get you okay with this.
I'm not okay.
So you're not such a judgmental little bee.
I am very judgmental right now.
We're gonna fix it so you're not such a judgmental little bee.
Somebody wants to change my mind, find 2 other people, because it takes at least 3 people to change my mind on stuff.
I will. I know Fanboy will come in and back me.
No one's gonna back you.
I bet I can get JMJ to back me.
There's nobody who watches the stream that's that weird that they would be into VTubing.
JMJ, we haven't heard from JMJ in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Should probably check on him.
Yep.
Anyway, so one thing I was gonna throw out, so because we keep getting asked this question, like we got asked this several times at the convention, and like we've been asked other times, right? Like which was people had asked us like if we had a panel, or if like we like or if we had a booth, right? And so we're just like, I don't know, right? Because like I don't. So the first thing is I don't know what we would do at a booth. Like we could just hang.
Me in. I'm not gonna stay in a booth.
Like we could just hang. Like we could hang out at a booth and be like, yeah, we have a podcast, a talk show, whatever you want to call this. We put ourselves on the internet topless, but not in the way you think. And I could always print off like toy photography stuff and put that up if anybody, I don't know if anybody wants to buy that type of thing, but I don't know what we would sell, so it's like I don't know what we would do for like a booth, right?
Okay, if anybody is going to draw us as VTubers, it would be Birdie. And Birdie has some great stuff going on.
Yeah.
And Birdie is one of the people that we interviewed here this weekend, hung out with a little bit.
We talked about your bird pen, Birdie.
Yeah, we're going to bring that back up.
Somewhere.
It's right there. With our real life bird. And our owl that does nothing, wasting time.
F that owl. The worst $25 I've spent ever.
But it'll stay on the porch forever.
So because like we have like 20 people ask this question or whatever, right? And I was like, I don't know what we would do with the table because I don't know what we would sell. And like besides like if I did prints, like I mean we could do merch, but I'm like I don't know.
I would need a wheel.
And so so the thing but I thought panel wise that I thought was interesting, because there were some people that, and I think in Ben's wrap up panel they mentioned this, that there seemed to be more like interactive panels this year. And so like an idea I had, and because there's not really any of this like at the Des Moines Con, but like I was like, what if like we did a panel that was like toy photography, right? Like where it could be like the first thing that came to my mind was like a pose and print, right? Where you could, I could bring in figures, diorama pieces, this and that, like I don't know, portable printer, camera, use phones, and yeah, people could like post something and do whatever, right? Take their picture and like print it off, like kind of right there in the thing, and have like a little souvenir. There's actually not a lot of like photography that I really saw at the Des Moines Con, which I don't know if I saw any of it. So I say a lot. I don't know if there is any, or there wasn't this year. And so, like that's kind of my thing. I do photography, kind of shittily, and so
yes,
I don't know if like that is interesting. I don't know. Like this is where I'm asking you guys, like if that seems like it would be something entertaining or not.
I'm bringing up my phone here because we came up with a slew of different ones, which was the print and pose toy photography. We came up with an import waifu third-party figures and why they're great.
Oh yeah, because I like a lot of the import and third-party and like waifu type figures. Like in addition to the Transformers, that's kind of what I have in my office. And there's like I feel like the some of the toy vendors they have there are mostly in that realm of like Marvel Legends and DC and things like that. Like there's some kind of importy stuff, but there's not a lot of it. And I was like, that could be fun, like maybe like talking about those types of toys and instead of like your standard like US type of things.
Yeah. We also because again, Monday we went on lunch walk, we came up with all these different panel ideas. Model kits and like a model kits or blockies one, like having that be an interactive one where people could build like as a collective build simple model kits, not those like ones that you tried to start me off with, which means I'll never do a model kit again. That's not blockies. Like they were way too hard. He was like, oh, here, we're gonna dive you right into the deep end. You like doing Legos? Here, let's spend 4 hours on something called 30-minute model kits.
30-minute missions.
Lies.
Well, it's not a lie if you're not putting legs on backwards multiple times.
Okay, I did do that. Yeah. We also thought about like dealing with trauma through collecting or collecting responsibly / collecting through hoarding, like just advice on like how to deal with the chaos, because anybody that collects, you've got like what you've got out, but then you have piles. Everybody has piles.
And so I'm like, I don't know, like that could be
I don't know if anybody would listen to that stuff.
I don't know. I was because I was trying to, from my perspective, where I got into it was, or when I was thinking about it, I was like, when I got into collecting, there's no like collector's handbook, right? There's like not like a guide of like, hey, like here's how you don't let
what we should
your shit spiral out of control.
Maybe
right?
That's what we should do, is a series on how to not do that, or
like
a book on how to do that.
Right, not let your collection spiral out of control. Because like that's the thing, is like the way the toy companies work is they keep making new shit because they need to keep making money, and how they make money is they just slightly change and tweak things, whether it's colors, take out have pinless joints, or this is a little bit more cartoon accurate or show accurate or comic accurate, and now you have like 30 Optimus Primes over here because they're all different, but whatever, right? And like if I had to do it all over again, if I wiped out my entire collection, started over, like I would probably go larger and more expensive. Not larger in scale, but like larger figures, like more higher end figures, instead of like everything, and so I didn't know, because I was, when we were in Dave's panel, and I was thinking because I think both Dave, the action figure insider, and Kyle Peterson, and my collection is not nearly as big as the three of theirs.
Oh God, not even close. Nobody's collection is as big as, well, I shouldn't say that. Kyle Peterson's collection, I've seen those videos. That is some wild stuff. He has
some tours. But the thing is, it's organized too.
It's beautiful.
And which is kind of cool about it. And so I just was thinking, like on the flip side, right? Is it worthwhile to give an opposite, an opposite of like, hey, you can collect without having a large collection, and like here's how to do it. And I guess the reason why I was thinking about that, because I'm like, then maybe that would also give me a purpose to like refine my stuff, like a little double-sided thing, because then it could be like, here's my journey through of how like I started without a collection, it blew the fuck up, and then I was like, this is crazy, and then like And like,
And
and
then
then,
you had to reel
then I
yourself
refined it and then just turn that into like a little talk of like, hoarding versus collecting and like how you have what means the most to you type of thing. I don't know. Like,
I don't know if anybody be as much as it. Yeah, I don't know.
Hosts to competition, people go head to head and they have to open and successfully transformer. First one finished wins. That's not a bad idea. Like
that's a good one.
Like
that one definitely should also be with alcohol.
That one,
no, I'm just
we
kidding.
would have to find somebody who wants to sponsor that because I'm not going to buy. I don't know how many people we would attend. Like, I mean, because Dylan's drinking draw.
You could find a sponsor, or though you could do it like a cost thing. Like, hey, if you pay like $20, because we could do, you could do like knockoffs or some other things.
No, I want to do knockoffs. Like,
I would do like a real transformer.
Yeah, I'd find.
The question would be, would everybody get the same transformer? Or would it be a variety?
I don't know.
That could be. But I mean, actually, you could even do that for kids too. Like, it gets more of the simpler ones.
But I was mostly thinking, like, I was trying to think of a way how to bring more of like my interests, because people keep asking us if we're doing a panel or if we're doing whatever, right? And I still think we could do some of these things like as a Topless Toy Talk thing. To be honest, I still think we should try to come up with like a thing. But and do like an after dark thing or whatever. But I keep trying to think of like, is there a way to bring in more like Transformers or things of like my interests that aren't as highly represented there, but would people be interested in it?
Because it was the panels were very focused on. The creative track was very focused on writing. The panels were very.
We kind of attended,
that we went to.
We missed. There were several we meant to go to. And
fair. They were very focused on like artists, which they should be, right? It's a Comic-Con. Like, it should be very focused on comic artists and other artists there. And then, clearly the voice actors and folks like that were actors.
There were several of them we went to last year that were about like voice acting, and that was pretty cool. Like,
the only problem I ever have with the voice acting one is people just ask the same question over and over again.
Because they're all people that want to be a voice actor.
Well, I get that. It's just that's not really a unique. There are no quick fixes to anything in life.
There's not, no.
Like, if you want to be a voice actor, get ready to apply a lot, get rejected a lot, and just keep doing it, and maybe
I do like the idea though. Like,
this is good.
I'm like, could we get like, well, where you're talking about the model kit thing, I'm like, I don't know, could we get like Blockies or like or somebody to like sponsor or something, give us like.
Or could it be some of those like Build-A-Figures? Could we have like figure parts that somehow like you have to make your own abomination?
That could be fun.
Like too. Best abomination. That could be fun.
But I don't know. Let us know. Like if any of those seem remotely entertaining, like if you went to a convention and you saw people doing something with either toy photography and or like model kit building or talking about collecting versus hoarding.
But also, if this all sounds very stupid and you're like, man, I would never go to a panel on any of those things.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, I don't want to spend any time.
I don't want to put time into like trying to like figure it out and then like pitch it
come.
If like it's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
But anyway, so some stuff we got. Look at this sticker. Is this not the greatest sticker in the world?
Yeah.
Anybody play Elden Ring?
I did not. It was a gross game. I didn't like you playing that one. I'm glad you're done with it.
It's got a big old butt.
I just didn't. Everyone just talked about the art, and I remember we watched like the game show. Game Awards, not impressed.
So we kind of loaded up on loaded up on some stuff this year, like a lot of books. So Chris Fink, like,
past guest,
his book came out.
Modern Miracle that he's still alive.
Right? So we got his book. Like, this seems, I'm really interested, looking forward to digging into it. It seems really cool. Like, he kind of gave us some little facts about stuff, because he was saying that there's like an ant hidden like on every page,
and that there was a misprint, and so they have a.
I was trying to find it.
Yeah, there was a page.
There was a misprint where they didn't get, for whatever reason, they didn't get the words on it.
And so they just added.
And so they did like this transparent sheet that slides in.
That was pretty fun.
And I was like, you shouldn't have told people it was a misprint. And so you should have like said it was part of it, because I'm like, it's kind of a neat. I don't know, it's just kind of a neat one-off weird little thing that is in there. So
and he also had at his table like all the different conventions he's been to, and then like because he's dying of brain cancer, like he's this is not a secret here. He put like survived Des Moines Con ? And that was at his table because You know, he should have passed away many years ago, and he just keeps on going.
Yeah. Which, that's cool for him.
That is
Like
cool for him.
that he's getting to experience that his book came out. Like he's getting to experience that. Like I'm really happy.
And he might kick it at a con.
Again, like we did these little interviews, and I think like his is the first one that I was editing,
I know.
and I think that we might have that published tomorrow. But he said, surprisingly, this little quote that gets me, he said, surprisingly, the world's best eco-feminist comic is not the most popular. I'm not sure he had a lot of sales, which is unfortunate because he's a really funny guy. And
I bought all his books.
Yeah, like I mean, his books, like in they're interesting. You know, like I said, I'm looking really forward to reading through all of them, but they're very interesting stories. So
yeah, and then we bought this one.
And so Lan
Pitts.
He had a book come out, and he gave the best pitch for this. It is called Beat Everyone Up. Like, get it? Beat everyone up.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But he was like, basically, you can just like find this everywhere, including like he's like, somebody told me that they saw him at Walmart's, and I was like, that's impressive. But he said it's kind of like in the style of like a beat 'em up type of game, and this looks really fun. So I'll read it. And I was trying to find the sticker. Where'd the sticker go?
Did you hide the sticker?
What did I put it in? It might be, maybe it's in the other one. But he also had some little stickers, and one of them was like the Sega logo, but it said sadness.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So it was like sadness. Like, I don't know, it was very funny. But anyway, yeah, like I think this will be a good read. It seems really fun. I don't know. I thought about like, wouldn't it be funny if I did like a live reading, but I didn't read out loud. I just read it to myself.
You
I
just live stream.
Like it was just this. You think anybody would watch
Actually,
this?
people on TikTok will watch the dumbest stuff.
Like I just sat here and I read.
I know some buddies, if you're still here, you hung out with us on TikTok, but we had people like watch us do like
that's funny
nothing for 8 hours when we used to live stream.
That was clever. I don't know. Would that be funny? Would that be entertaining?
You definitely get somebody on TikTok.
So the reason why we kind of picked up some of these is because I have like this giant comic backlog. Actually, I gave Dave like 60 X-Men comics because I have a whole pile that I need to TikTok would.
Yeah,
TikTok would.
People watch you washing dishes there. Like it is a wild
maybe I
world.
should just do that, just sit and like read these comics. But anyway, yeah, I gave Dave 60 X-Men comics because I was like, I need space in my boxes, and I got like 6 comic boxes, and
don't hit
being
that
too
box
cheap
and knock over that very expensive bloob.
Yeah. But anyway, I like these because they're nice self-contained stories, and so I don't have to worry about them going on for years.
4,000 issues.
So the other cool thing was that Sarah Myers and what's his name? I'm drawing a blank here.
Eric Burnham.
Yep, Eric Burnham. Like they were both there.
You almost rolled over my toes.
They both worked on Turtle stuff.
And they had for the VIP folks, they gave out this free comic.
It's a Turtle comic, but it has kind of like a Des Moines Con cover. But yeah, we were able to get him to sign it.
I'm excited about that.
And so yeah, like that, like I think that was cool because like they kind of give out different stuff each year with the VIP or not VIP things, and this one seems pretty neat. Like it was done by people that I don't know, we got to chat with for a bit, and that's fun. And I always like things that can get signed.
Yep, it's a good time.
Actually, that was one of the wild things that I'll bring up that I didn't realize was a thing. So like they were like Eric was kind of saying, because a lot of the artists, like if you bring something in or buy something, like they'll sign it for free, right? Sometimes depending on what it is, like they might charge, but like Eric was saying like one time he had somebody come in and bring like a stack of like the same issue of stuff for him to sign, and he was like, yeah, they're definitely just going to sell that on eBay. And I don't know, maybe this is me, and I know I'm kind of a jerk, but I'm also kind of honest, and like I would never think about bringing in like a stack of like the
Stuff to
same
have
like the
signed.
same comic and get it signed, and then just be like, well, gonna go make a profit on this for nothing, with it.
Well, and how that
so,
was kind of like weird and disheartening for him.
yeah,
Um,
I would be not happy about that. But he also drew like this little
Yeah.
Spider-Man thing. Yeah, and I thought that was a lot of fun.
yeah, that was good. I didn't realize you bought that.
Yeah, I got a lot of random stuff.
Yeah, we did.
So then this is a book from John Bivens.
Yes.
And he actually had a lot of stuff. He has like a lot of like horror things, and
He had this really cool Krampus print that was, I don't remember what that was, like a gel print. I'm still a little disappointed I didn't get that. But
I know. Well, I know. Hopefully, it'll be back because I'm like.
yeah.
So the thing is, like, he had these like prints that were like done with like a gel ink, but like under black light, they glowed.
It was really cool.
And it was really cool. But the problem was, I was like, that's something that we would have to hang up because it's so cool. But we'd also have to figure out how to hang it up or put it in a frame or something somewhere
like,
where there could be a black light to like actually
it was
like
really
get the effect.
neat.
And yeah, he
They
had
had Krampus and a bunch of other like different.
yeah,
They were neat.
but this is kind of like a, what do you say? It's kind of like a horror comedy type of thing, and which is kind of my jam.
Oh, it was the spine. It was the spine one he was showing.
Oh, yeah, anything? The spine one.
There was the one with the lady that was puking up her spine. It was further forward.
Oh,
yeah, he was showing like that this was his favorite. One of his favorite parts was like trying to have somebody puke up their own spine. That's what he sold us on it. And
yeah,
you're
that
like,
was like,
oh,
done.
that's weird.
I was
Let's
like,
do that.
Was this?
No.
No.
It was a person.
Oh, this?
It's, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is what he showed. And then Rob's like, here, take my money.
Yeah. So, yeah, this looks like another fun read too. So I'm excited to get into this one. I'm actually probably going to end up reading all of these before I go back into my comics, which tomorrow's Comic Wednesday.
Okay.
And so, like, I already have like, I don't know, 20 comics sitting upstairs that I'm behind on. Yeah, so it's gonna get even worse because we picked these up, and I'm just like real excited about all of them.
I know.
But yeah, so we got some prints, which Sarah's print crazy right now because we figured out that we can get these portfolio books and put prints in. But again, from our friend at Esplanio Studios, this watercolor Optimus Prime that I keep touching like the watercolor, and I keep being like, oh, don't do that. But this is really cool. Like, this is probably one of the cooler things I think we've seen in a while. And I'm really excited for this.
And the reason why I bought that was because he shouted his favorite turtle at us.
Yeah. So, fun fact, I know we've talked previously about how you will just buy anything that somebody comes to the door tries to sell you.
Yes.
If you also see her in public and just shout turtle names at her and then be like, hey, you want to buy some shit? Like, she'll just buy it from you then too.
That's true. Yep. It's true.
Yeah. So
I like to reward entrepreneurship.
You like to reward people that just be like, hey, you want to buy this? So this is actually a fun one that Dave did that I hadn't seen yet, but I have the figure, so I was like, I have to have this. But it is from Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty neat.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, it's real cool. Good job, Dave, for showing me things that I didn't know I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And then our other friend, former
guest.
As I just knock all these around. Actually, I think all of these are from people that have been on our stream.
I know.
That's what happens. Hey, by the way, if you're slinging something, you're gonna be at a local convention or have it online, join our stream, and inevitably we'll buy it for you and then promote it for you.
Yes.
So Dylan, Brimstone Studios, Dylan's Drink and Draw. He does some cool art. I was actually torn on this one.
There were a lot of.
He has a lot of
cool,
good stuff. He has a lot of good art.
Monstery sort of. What does he call it? Cryptids.
So this is kind of a take on the Mothman, but it says, "Watch the skies." She's no moth. She's no moth. She's no man. It's kind of like a little bit of like a pinup style. And like I like monster. I don't think I'm as into like the monsters and cryptids and stuff as like the people that are into this stuff are. but I do like it. And
And
I'm a
the
big
pinup
fan. I'm
style
a big
is-
fan of like the pinup style.
Yeah.
So when you cross those things, I'll basically buy any of it. Upstairs.
And you tell me a good story.
Yeah. If you throw a story along with it,
done.
even better. But no, upstairs in my office, Aunt Lucia, who Lucina, how do you say his last name?
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah,
next,
I know who.
he's next to Lan.
Yeah, he was next to Land. We bought so much of his stuff.
But
and
I've
we
got
didn't buy anything there.
two prints of his. One is Spider-Man and Mary Jane in kind of a pinup style, and the other one is Turtles.
Yeah.
And April, and kind of has a little bit of a pinup style, but his stuff's pretty cool too. But anyway,
And speaking, I don't know if this is the next one, but we already had 2 prints.
this wasn't the next one.
That was not the next one. Okay, what was that?
So,
Oh,
This is
yeah.
one which I don't know how I didn't see this one previously, but this is a Travis Bentley T Honda print.
Yep.
Um,
Well, there's 2. You got one. I got one.
oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So we got 2 here. I didn't know that. Shoot, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what's this shiny? How do I take this out? There we go. So this is Primus Unicron, and which he pointed this out that I kind of noticed at first, but he said what I thought was funny. He talked about how when he was drawing it, he didn't realize this until it was done, but it can technically like be displayed in any direction, right? So you go this way, like it could go this way, it could go this way.
So we asked him to sign it, and he said, "What direction do you want it signed?" And
I said whichever way you prefer. And then I posted a story of it, so he signed it. So like, if it would be displayed like this. But then I did a story of it like this, and I said, yeah, I don't know why he signed it.
yes, but then we also got that was yours.
Yeah. But then Sarah, he also has
Totoro.
So Sarah got Totoro.
Yeah, I like Totoro.
Hold on. What do we got? Fanboy. So I should have tried that when I was trying to sell my EP.
Oh, you have an EP?
You do music? Fanboy, you do so many things that like surprise me all the time. What is your EP? What do you play? What do you do?
Yeah.
Tell me, because if you're still trying to sell it, she'll probably buy it from you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shaggy bought a shirt from an indie wrestler because he gave me a free autograph. I asked how much. He said no, you're good. You want to buy a shirt?
That's funny.
Very funny. To be fair, I shot my favorite turtle at people randomly.
Maybe that's what we should just start shouting.
Just shouting turtles.
Snapping turtle.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll do it. So
he does shout. Okay, so this is a true fact here. Whenever we are out in public and here's a train in the wild,
oh yeah,
he does shout as the train is making its train whistle. He shouts "train."
I have very good timing with the train whistles.
He does. It's a sight to behold.
Yeah, and so
I don't even hear it. It used to be like, at first I thought it was funny, and then I was like, dear God, stop. And now I don't even hear it anymore.
Yeah, but then when you hear the train without me screaming, with the train whistle without me screaming train, with the whistle, it just feels empty inside. So our friend Andrew Heath, aka Burger Battle,
he bought some stuff.
Friend. So I've been eyeballing this companion cube for a little while. And I just think it's cool. Like, I don't know why I haven't got it yet. Besides,
well,
actually, no, it's the same reason as you just went batshit crazy on Princes, because we discovered these portfolio books where you can just shove them into, then sit on the couch and flip through them, and then feel so happy about it.
I do. It gives me all the feels.
Yeah, I should have brought the other one over. Now we can go to one we got here. So Andrew Hoppus, recent guest on. He did
Adam, not Andrew.
Adam, because we said Andrew.
Yeah, nice try.
Andrew is in my head.
Yeah, so we already have
Adam.
We already have like at least 2
So
Adam Hoppus.
Optimus and a Megatron, and then he redid the Megatron. I guess what do you say? He got some feedback or something, and I don't know. There's something about it that either he didn't like or somebody didn't like, and so he redid it. And so I'm like, oh, got another one now. And so this is his new Megatron. He said it's in.
He just recolored it. It's just like Hasbro. We'll just keep buying it.
That's
fine.
not true. And the other one, it's back. He's facing backwards, but
We'll just keep
I don't know.
buying
I like it. I think it's good. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. So
it. It also says pew pew on it.
pew pew.
Good stuff.
Good. So this will go with the other one clearly.
So we got that one from him,
And
and then we
then-
also bought
And then this one,
the
This
turtle
is,
one.
I think our last one.
Yeah.
So this one's hard to show, but like
because it's the big one.
because it's the big one, but it has to be shown because it's so cool. And I don't know if I saw anything else like this. So this is turtle themed, clearly, but it's foil,
Mhm.
and so you know
And it was
has like
numbered.
has some shiny to it. So I thought this was really neat. I think he said that like he wasn't that he didn't sell as many as he was expecting. And I'm actually kind of surprised about this because this is one of the
That was really neat.
more interesting things that I think I saw, and I don't actually remember seeing a lot of turtle stuff either. So
No.
I'm like,
Surprisingly, Bill.
yeah. So anyway, the foil thing got me. So also, if you want me to buy something from you, throw some shiny stuff on it.
Yep.
But
That is trick.
we got a handful of other stuff too that's up
We got
there.
some stickers. We got some zines. We got some
Oh,
buttons
yeah.
and pins and
So what's his name? Joe Prosit.
Prosit. No.
So I don't know. Do you guys know what zines are?
I didn't know what a zine was.
I didn't know what a zine was. But apparently they're like little
well, we did get an education on zines.
Yeah.
From Birdie.
Bunny
Who was in the
Vomit
chat
Studios.
Yeah, Bunny Vomit gave us some. So that will be part. So you will all get educated here in the very near future when we post Birdie's interview.
But they're
zines.
They're like little like comics or books or whatever. Right? So like I think this one's like a little story.
Yeah, just like kind of indie sort of stuff.
Kind of like indie. It's like a specific kind of like format, like way of producing it type of thing. And I don't know. It was I don't know. I'd never heard of it before, and so it's kind of a cool little thing. Yeah, what else? I think that's about it. Besides, because we get a lot of the other stuff we had up servers were kind of duplicates of things.
Yeah.
I think because I know we got like another Andrew Heath one because it was like buy one get one for $5 or something. And you just had, and you are like done.
Yeah, we got a few other
like,
folks,
good deal,
but
good
again,
deal.
we spent a good amount of money supporting local artists, and
we are single-handedly keeping the economy stimulated.
But I'm very happy with everything we bought, and now I just need to read all the stuff that we bought that were words.
Sappy AF up on Discord.
Yes,
great. Maybe your train antics are what the universe left. I mean, I would like to. Okay, let's not. Okay, we're gonna spiral on that for a hot second. Chat is malfunctioning. What's malfunctioning about the chat? It seems fine to me. Supposedly I have another one coming. I thought it was supposed to be here today, but I checked tracking and not. And so I have, since I got these two in that 1 week that were both smashed, I've not got another package yet from Hasbro.
Fingers crossed,
Hasbro
no more smashes.
So if another one shows up like that, then I'm like, we're gonna have a real problem, because that means that it has to be somebody targeting.
I think it definitely is harassment.
Because like either that, or it would have to be somebody.
You know, it'd actually be super
somebody
funny.
Went crazy in a warehouse and smashed all the boxes.
Could be, or what if it was one of our neighbors that you've pissed off, and they're just taking the package and they're just stomping on them?
No, that wouldn't make sense because they're coming from the truck this way.
I understand. I was just trying to go that way.
Yeah, well, it's dumb because it doesn't make sense. Try again. Try to be better.
Yeah,
idiot. Just kidding. I love you. You're pretty.
We had. Oh, thank you. We had.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Catlow Studio.
Yeah.
So this is somebody that was a friend of Dylan's when he had his.
And actually, yeah, they're at the what is it? The First Fridays.
Yeah, they have, but their local person has a studio. She was giving out badges. But she makes like cat art that looks really fun and silly.
Mm-hmm.
So check her out. And this is a subtle attempt at being like, hey, you should join our stream sometime. Because Dylan said that, or she said Dylan was trying to convince her to join. But yeah, she has some cool art. But anyway, she has this badge and it says, beam me up, this place sucks. For the lanyards. And I thought that was very funny.
That was very funny. We need to have some lanyard flags like this.
Yeah, we're definitely going to for next thing. Figure it out. Make some lanyard badges.
So this was our first of possibly a few, definitely at least two more conventions. BotCon.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
BotCon.
you are going to BotCon in Chicago, middle of July, we will see you there.
Maybe if we don't, then we're probably avoiding you.
We will definitely. We are going to Legion's Town. We bought the tickets. We're ready. We bought the flights. We're the hotels. We're definitely going to that. And potentially
Did we get a hotel for BotCon?
Yes.
Sure?
That's all. Yes,
Okay.
we're all set there. I need to book the dog kennel.
Okay. Oh yeah, we need to book.
Yeah, but and we may potentially go to the Twin Cities Con. I feel like enough people try to talk us into that. This weekend, that may be a real
so many
thing.
people be like, you coming to Twin Cities Con?
Maybe,
It's
probably.
Like, maybe,
we'll see.
I'm afraid, to be honest, because I'm like by the time we do Des Moines Con, we do BotCon, and we do Legion's Con, like we'll have spent so much money at conventions.
As long as all of our friends and family that we buy Christmas gifts for understand that all of their gifts would come from a con, then we can make that work. Maybe that's how we do it. It's like a twofer like that. Was there anything else you wanted to recap here?
Find deals on art and like people that are like buy one get one for $5, and then so we just like give everybody different art prints that they may or may not be into.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Christmas is about us.
Have we been doing this for 2 hours?
That's why I'm asking, Rob, is like, was there anything else you wanted to say?
Watching this?
I know, it's wild.
Why do you guys watch us? What is your deal?
Actually, that should be a poll question.
Oh, we should.
But right now.
No, I think that's pretty. I don't know. It doesn't say if there's any questions, put them in the chat. But you guys
did it. You did all the questions.
So
I'm gonna. So with that, I'll wrap you up.
Yeah. The only thing I was gonna say is I know Des Moines Con is a little bit smaller of a convention.
Yes.
But like I really appreciate it. I appreciate that it comes around. Like it is a lot of fun. I know Ben does like the organize. Ben, owner of Nerd Street, yeah, Ben Penrod, he was on, and like his staff, like they do a really good job of organizing it.
Yes.
I was actually very, very surprised. Like every year, it seems to be like a little bit more fluid, and I was very surprised this year and how like just well organized everything was. Everybody's super, super polite and kind. Yeah, I know he tries to get like good guests in every year that are a nice variety, and I think there's always people that come that are interesting, one way or another. I'm not a super huge like signature collector type of person, so that's like not my main draw. Like, I like to go to the panels and kind of like clearly buy stuff. And so yeah, like I guess I think what I'm really trying to say is if you're ever looking for a little small thing to do in Iowa, like around May, like it's fun. So support it, do it, whatever, right? Or try and get to one of those other ones. I think he does pretty good with it. Twin Cities and whatever else he said. And his new one in Alaska is one in not San Diego. Whatever that city is.
We're just gonna let it go.
California, he does one in Florida.
Yep, all of them. Rob's neckties, yes, which I think you've basically just gone over to the black now.
Yeah, I've decided that this is a fancy as fuck
but it
thing.
Is. Like I've got the pearls, you've got the black tie.
I'll
this is a
TCC,
black tie.
So
please don't. Well, on that.
Wait, what's TCC?
Twin Cities Con.
Oh, Twin Cities Con. Oh, we shouldn't come.
Oh. Thank you all for joining us.
That's it. I'm burning it. Ooh.
We will see you next Tuesday.
I couldn't do it at the start, so I'm doing it now. And tell your mom I said hi.
Bye.